This who's mad late. Oh, I can do 4. Do I need to? Why not? Even though I can't see the difference. Alright, I should be live. Let me see if I'm live on my main channel. Let's see how scuffed this is. First live stream on this joint.
I mean, he's still getting so many, and that was quite at range.
Locky and nobody, yeah, it'd be like that.
Right at the end, just lands the shot.
I'm live on Twitch, but am I live on my channel? Oh, I am. It's using my banner as my profile. Hold on, we gotta go into YouTube Studios and fix that. What's good, Zeph? Who's this? Yo, Red. I be forgetting, like, you be waking up in the middle of the morning. I like your new profile picture, Red. How you doing? That's like it's a cat in an orange hoodie. It's like Garfield or something. Sup, Zeph? Sup, Zeph? How do I change my YouTube live stuff? Okay, I go into the... Okay. Upload thumbnail. Easy, easy. What's she been up to, Red? What amazing carpentry have you made?
It's just going to be a save.
Numbers a little bit overwhelming. Good little pressure smoke coming out from
We got a thumbnail for our YouTube live.
So
yeah, this is my first stream in, like, I want to say, how long has it been? Since like November, since last year. It's been a while, man. We might be doing some Marvel Rivals streams too. Not playing the game because, believe it or not, somehow I figured out a way to get into losers queue of Marvel Rivals. I lied to you not, bruh. Off stream, I think I'm on like a freaking 12-game losing streak on Marvel Rivals. I don't know how it happened, but here we are. Oh, what's good, Remus? How you doing? Same old. Trading, working, hanging out with my girlfriend. I guess that's it. Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. How you doing, Prime? Welcome, welcome. Thoughts on PRX? Yeah, bro. I wish I can stream Paper X, man. I wish I could stream Paper X, man. I really do. I really do, man. I got their jersey and everything, man. Got their jersey and everything. But it's the same old, same old. There's no need to beat a dead horse. You know, Governor looks different. Pacific's production is always like world class. They always figure out a way to improve things. Like the players' face cams are like on point. Oh my goodness, it's like they streaming this joint in 8K. This is some crazy production. I guess this is like preparations for Bangkok, because I guess Pacific's going to be in charge of Bangkok. Valorant is only good with friends. Played today with a buddy. It was fun. What's good, Andy? I mean, I can understand Zeph being online, but I wasn't expecting you to be like still awake and whatnot. But yeah, we missed 6 rounds. I started late because my alarm clock didn't wake me up. I wasn't even going to stream today but I saw this in the at Walmart, bro. Nongshim Black. So I was like, okay, we gotta try this. And my bad habit, I decided to pick up a lot of other noodles. But yeah, let's lock in. Let's lock in this game. And Andy on that crazy schedule. I'm going to sleep. Okay, I appreciate you stopping by nonetheless, Zeph. All right, I did say for every round we're going to be eating some Nongshim noodles.
Here's the footsteps, and he knows. All right, 2v1. You guys are gonna try to jump peek me. I am getting the hell
all
out
good. EG got shit on before winning champs. I mean, it is EG, bro. What were we really expecting? Even if Ye was Ye, it would be hard for EG to make it like far. You know, it is kind of surprising though. Is like, Parter's picking a lot of people who have like chips on their shoulder, low-key, like things to prove. People who have things that they should be proving. Yo, Pacific's broadcast production is fire. This is like my 3rd Pacific game that I've watched. But I haven't really been watching. This might be like my first like match that I watched from beginning to end. The only like games I've been watching beginning to end has been America's. Do you think Paper X needs an IGL? Best Neon? Maybe. Maybe. You might be onto something there. But yeah, we got some things to make up here, bro.
It looked like they were going to slip at the end. They were starting to get red within the challenger scene, and then they
You know what?
in fact,
I don't know what I was expecting
Nongshim squad when they were SPG.
from a company from a flavor of black, but it's alright. We have some other flavors we gotta test out though. But Paper X, even if Paper X has an IGL, the question is Paper X gonna listen to their IGL? You know, right? That's the question, because it's like, even if you get an IGL, are the players gonna listen to the IGL? And what kind of IGL are you gonna get? Are you gonna get like a IGL who's strict, who like micromanages every single player? You know? Or are you gonna get more of a like relaxed IGL who just has broad ideas and lets the players go buck wild? Not buck wild, but give them a little bit more freedom. He got G2. Prizza, why are you rocking the G2 Classic? Oh yeah, that's right. Ascension teams don't have their classics yet, right? I guess the colors are close enough. Crashy L, Yay L, Finesse L, yeah. I guess we're done with pre-franchising. Not franchising partnerships. We're done with pre-franchising. It's 2025. We done with pre-franchising. What have you done for me now? The right clicks. The spray. G2 winning it all. Why are you jinxing stuff, dog? Paper X needs to replace something. Something? You think that's the person? I've been hearing a lot of things. You know it's bad when people in the Paper X community are saying that they need to replace Jing because his agent pull is weak. Ooh. I think it's kind of funny though, is like, this was the year and season that Paper X is like, yeah, we're gonna be playing the meta comps. And this is like the act and meta where you don't want to be playing meta comps, or at least not the old ones, at least. Like, if anything, this is the perfect time for Paper X to be going. Yeah, for Paper X to be Paper X, but it's just unlucky, I guess. Did you guys see the CEO make like that tweet saying that changes are coming? I wonder what that means. Ben Kai something forsaking, get to others. How's life going? How are you overall? I'm doing all right. I have a new job that I'm not the biggest fan of. The reason why you guys haven't been seeing me stream is because I got this like tech job that has me working 12 hours a day. Like, leave it to me to find a tech job that has me working 12 hours a day and still paying me chicken nugget salary. Yeah, I'm gonna be moving soon though, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Paper X is CEO. Yeah, he made like a tweet saying that he's like happy with the fans and stuff like that, but he knows that we're frustrated or something like that. I could pull it up during like the second map of this. Yeah. I mean, but shoutouts to freaking Nongshim, bro. They playing Neon after the nerfs. You love to see it. You love to see it. That's rough. It is what it is. It's just temporary. It's not going to be forever.
Team is right there with him. You got Persia, you got Francis and Ivy and Margaret.
You know, you got to start somewhere.
And now getting a little bit of space.
He is. He's in. I didn't know he was a Neon one trick.
A little bit of damage trying to get traded through, but Primi will just.
I mean, hey, at least he's not wearing a McDonald's hat after the Neon nerfs. All right, we see Primi doing big things out here. Especially also because it's Premi, right? It's so funny, bro. Like, so many people thought Premi was going to be the duelist this year for Talon. But nope. Ooh. We love the outlaw
Only 30
plays.
seconds left, but look at the map. You've already, if you're Talon, Jipbo's already had control mount. You need it to stay alive there. But bot time for Governor to come through. Premier has now arrived on the site.
No light shields over here. Dang, Governor's making me want to start using the outlaws in my game.
So far, Jitboy's trying to run his way over with a
Primy with the
Sherman
half shield. Oh, regen shield.
getting
Okay.
planted. Primy waiting. Oh, Jitboy's is getting rushed. He thinks he has a timing. All down to Primy. Good for one. Nongshim
Do we believe in
pushing
Primy,
around a
guys?
little bit.
Does
They wanna
Primy
play
clutch
together.
this?
Timing not quite on their side, getting ready for the
I'm
grab.
not gonna lie, this is a
Gonna get
weird
Primy's gonna take his
predicament.
chance. Try to isolate.
This is 1v1s, bro. What are we doing? How we get here?
Can he get
Ooh.
the shot? One
Ooh.
HP. The armor will regen eventually, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Escapes from the gravity well. Door gets open. He's
Does
not
he
sure
know?
around this way or that.
He lacks critical
He'll take his
information.
guesses, 50-50.
This is
He would
I don't.
love to
I'd be
try to get ahead,
surprised.
but this looks impossible.
Yo,
Maybe
yo,
not,
he
but
made me a
I will make
believer for a
sure that it
second.
does not become a
Yo,
reality.
they lined up, man. Primy had a guardian, man.
So safe for Nongshim.
He made me almost a believer, bro. Imagine the collat. Imagine. Persia's always clutch, though. True. I think they need to drop Jing and something because their agent pull, they're trying, but it's not looking good, man. Yeah. That's the thing, is like, they have two really good duelist mains on the team. And we've seen something at least be willing to flex on the Initiator, even though I'm never a big fan of seeing something on Initiator because he's just such a good duelist, bruh. Like, he has some of the craziest reflexes in the server. But I don't know. I mean, Paper X knows their team better than we do, so there's a reason why they prefer Jing on Duelist, and they're willing to flex something on Initiator, even though I feel like he just looks better on Duelist, in my opinion. They dropped Monyet when they looked revigorated. That's the funny thing, though, right? Like, during Masters Madrid, Paper X looked like a mess, but they performed well because they didn't even know what they're doing, you know? Like, that's some kind of, who's that guy's name? Sun Tens? I forgot his name. Like, Art of War, the guy who made Art of War. Is like, if you don't know what you're doing, the enemy doesn't know what you're doing. And it made it really hard to prepare for Paper X, because sometimes, like, one map you have freaking Forsaken on Raze, and he was fragging out last year. It made it impossible to, like, predict what Paper X were doing. And, like, honestly, it made me a believer with, like, just having Forsaken as duelist, and then they were playing a little bit of double controller too, and I think double controller is really good in this meta. Honestly, anything is good in this meta that we're in. You can play double controller. Duelist is kind of a head scratcher, but you can still make duelist work. Double duelist work. Like, it's mainly just double controller and double initiator, especially with, like, Tejo. Breach and Tejo are like a scary combination. But you can make double controller work in this meta. I still think double controller is the best, but it's like you want to play to your team's strengths. But that's kind of like how kickoffs are, you know? At the beginning of the season, you could just do whatever you want because no one really knows what the hell is going on with, like, the recent changes. Workout time. Have a nice stream. I appreciate you stopping by, Red. Get them gains in. I hope you never skipping leg days. Oh yeah, Sun Tzu. Yeah, Sun Tzu, Art of War. If you don't know what you're doing, the enemy doesn't know what you're doing. Quoted by Sun Tzu. Yeah, they need a good IGL. People say that, but, like, are the players going to listen to their IGL? That's the thing. Just because you have an IGL doesn't mean you're going to have the players listen to the IGL. I feel like what needs to happen is that someone needs to be made an example of. Like, someone has to be, like, a consequence, like a sacrificial lamb. Because right now, like, when you have, like, the same 5 players for, like, almost 3 years now, they think, like, oh, okay, even though we lose, it's not the worst thing imaginable. We just run it back. We just keep running it back. And I just think someone has to be the sacrificial lamb on Paper X for the other players to realize, oh, snap, this isn't going to be what the hell was that jump peak? Man was looking like me in my freaking plat lobbies with that jump peak. I don't even think he jump peaked.
Now entering the site 2v3,
That's
no
interesting.
time.
Yo, this is a good game, bro. I've been
No
yapping this
time.
whole
In
time.
fact, Cruz will go for
And we
that.
just talking about, why are we talking about Paper X stuff when we got a banger match here?
Takes off Primmy's head, and Cruz all alone meets
Thrifty!
Nongshim will lead once again, 9 days.
I love their W gaming, but they're not
Right,
winning,
we
man.
were in this
Yeah.
spot before. Nongshim comes up with the biggest Thrifty. Starts off with
But if
just
they get an
sharing
IGL, they
Margaret.
lose their team
But look against
identity.
Governor.
That's true.
So
I mean, you
quick
can
to
still have an
react.
IGL and play aggressive.
Danby comes back in with a judge.
'Cause
In fact, they
EDG
managed to hold the site like
Used to
this.
play
Really
very
firm
aggressively.
down
They still
on.
do play very aggressively, and they have an IGL. Albeit, like, nobody as an IGL is kind of crazy. Sometimes he be, like, just sending it as an IGL. Like, you can still be aggressive and have an IGL. The whole thing is that you got to play together as a team. Like, if you want to wide swing something, at least wide swing as a team. Just like what they did over there. Just like what Talon did. Even though that's not probably the best example, seeing how they just got dunked on. But hey, it was a gun diff. This is gun diff round. Gun diff round. Gun diff round. That was the widest jump peak ever. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. Dude was looking like me in my plat lobbies. Nongshim, I keep saying every round that Nongshim wins. I'm sorry, guys. Rookie streamer. I'm a rookie streamer. Every time they win a round.
Talon could have then cemented their lead. Because of this, Nongshim really starts to extend this gap.
I'm not gonna lie.
At some point,
This is my first time eating Nongshim noodles. I'm a basic boy. I usually eat like the normal chicken ones. I gotta give it to them. I'm not the biggest fan of spicy noodles. Right? Like, I used to have Indomie a couple of times in the past. Wasn't my favorite, but for spicy noodles, it's aight. It won't be my go-to though. My go-to is always chicken. It's kind of hard to mess up chicken. Instant noodles. Sup, YouTube chat. Sup. I need to get my chat on screen. I used to have it on here. I guess I gotta like relink it. We'll do it next time when I stream. Alright, let's see. They lost the duel. They lost a controller, but they have another controller in Primi. They're running over to A right now. I kind of also want to watch some tier 2 gameplay as well this year. The whole problem is, do I have enough time for all of that? Kaizen streaming? I know, right? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Your boy's streaming.
Shots like that. Sight now opened up by sheer force. Dobby sliding through, gets the duel with Primi. Primi's gonna win out this time.
How you doing? How you doing? What's good, Iris? What's good, Felix? It's been a minute. What you been up to?
Now down to a 2v2. Primi has to go out for the kills. He needs to find him. Nongshim.
Why you say unfortunately? There's nothing wrong with that.
Check the spike. It doesn't matter. They'll gun him down, and they'll gun down Governor too.
Nongshim again with the duo tag team. The fact that they kind of come back in.
You know the crazy thing is about Nongshim? They legitly came from Premier, bro. They came from Premier, and they're giving tier 1 teams the work. This is amazing, bro. This is an amazing story. I know Riot Games is salivating right now. They're like, you see, you could come from rank and dunk on people. Shoot, how important is challengers, Loki? Psych nah. I'm overreacting. Nothing much. 63k global rank on Osu, bro. You're Osu demon.
But right now, Nongshim still keeping that pressure outside of B. With the Prowler coming through, they shut that down.
And we start to see the cracks in this composition just a little bit, right? I mean, when you're on the attack, sure.
I know Talon really wants to make it though. Seeing how it's Masters Bangkok. Like some Southeast Asian team gotta represent, you know? They gotta represent Pacific and Masters Bangkok. Like not a single Southeast Asian team making it to Bangkok. It's like not a single freaking French team not making champs. But it's kind of funny, like we might have champs in France without a single French player. If you think about it. We might legitimately have more French orgs and champs than actual French players. Because I think the only French player who's in tier 1 is Natank, right? And he's on Leviathan. Let's go.
Nobody able to find their targets anymore. And now Talon looking to just hold Jitboy still.
I got some Valorant yesterday. Jesus, the game is butt. They done killed both FPS and ping on EU. Oof.
You give this up, it's map point, so Talon, they'll go for it, but it's not looking great. Hear the footsteps in water, tries to go for the swing.
Ooh, someone's nervous. They nervous.
He knows the answer of one, but he has no idea where the rest of the other members are. Trying.
Got the shorty out. Man just got Fortnited.
With a 3K.
Sent him back to Fortnite with the shotguns.
So darn strong with how he's able to execute it. Did so much work, so much due diligence checking out a lot of the spots.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I laughed. What's up, big fan? I've seen you before. I've seen you in the YouTube comments. You're funny, bro. I'm so glad I wasn't drinking water. I would have spat that water out. I saw the exact same thing, Zeph. Man says scream as IGL. Yeah. Paper X. Imagine Paper X big signing. They bring scream as IGL. Oh, that would be rich, man. You wouldn't be able, you couldn't write a better script like that. Of all the IGLs they could get, imagine them getting freaking scream. Noodle boys. I'm a good coach. I can make him IGL. Yo, big fan. You just as delusional as me. Big fan's like, I can fix Paper X. He's like, I see potential in them. I can fix him. You're a funny dude. How you doing, big fan? All right, what we got here? We got a 2v2. This is interesting. Woo! That was close. Yo, these rounds have been really close. This I love Lotus, bro. I love Lotus. Lotus be giving us banger games. I remember when this map first came out, so many people were hating on Lotus. I was like, bruh, y'all don't see the potential. This is a beautiful map. Like, some of my most memorable maps last year came from Lotus. Now Abyss, we need to delete Abyss. I don't know what they gotta do, but Abyss just not it. It's not it for me. I hate playing it on rank, and like, it's okay to watch, but Lotus is it, man. Lotus is so fun to watch. I can fix NRG too. Okay, now you're Mr. Big Delusional. Does NRG need fixing? That's the question. Because they're still winning games, you know. Thanks to Big Mata, though. But, oof. Man, Dambies make me want to see more neons. I have a prediction. Loud and Crew are making it to Bangkok. Ooh, that's spicy. That's spicy. I'm not gonna lie. I am happy with Loud, though, you know. I had a feeling that Loud would do okay. I didn't think they would go that far. I low-key feel like they got cheated, bro. Loud should have beat Sentinels, man. Oh, wow. Bang actually got that. My 2022 Valorant predictions came through. Valorant tries to invent new gameplay style. Abyss, where you can fall off map. Fails miserable. If anything, that's the best part about Abyss. GG's. GG's. Y'all need to remind me to like keep eating these noodles. Like, that's the best part about Abyss, when you see players fall off the map. It's a gimme map. That's their gimmick. Everything else about Abyss kind of sucks. Like, it's always funny to see a pro player fall off the map by accident. But outside of that, I'm not the biggest fan. Does anyone in chat like Abyss? Like, either to play it or to watch it from a spectator's viewpoint? And like, I'm not hating Abyss just because it's a new map. Like, when Sunset first came out, I was a big fan of Sunset. When Lotus came out, I loved Lotus. But it's just something about Abyss. I'm just not. It just doesn't hit the same. I don't know why.
Just to the bitter end of the earth. Sure, it was neck and neck, but if they didn't do
Or
that,
make
that first
isn't
half
it
looks very
impossible for
different.
both of them
Talon
to
from
go?
the
Yeah, it
start
is
felt
impossible
clear
because
going
they're
into
both
that
in the
second
lower
half.
lower bracket. Good point. I forgot.
True. 7-5 from the first half definitely gives them quite a bit of breathing room coming in for that second, considering the fact that Talon have been
Show me
the ones
one
picking
person
up
that
this one.
generally
So
enjoys
this
playing
is
Abyss.
a very
They're out there. I just
strong
don't think they're in
Nongshim
this
showing that
map.
they have the perseverance. Question is,
We're
how does
getting
that
a
look
new
on
agent
that
before we
upcoming
get a new map,
upcoming map of Bind, which Talon has picked.
Yeah,
which is
Talon's been looking
interesting.
very
I
good
do
on
like the
map,
fact
and
that
it's
Fracture
just
came
gonna
back,
show
but
that
Rank
Nongshim
Fracture
seems
is
to be
still a
tougher
pain in
for
the
them.
butt.
It hasn't looked too
It's like I
good.
gotta
Since
convince
two
my
match threes
my
for
teammates, be
Domby,
like,
so
guys, we
we'll
gotta
see
play
if maybe just
aggressive
24 extra hours since
on
yesterday was enough
offense.
rest for Domby to pick up that raise once again. But for now, we'll send it over to our analyst to break down that
Yeah, let's see what
Lotus.
we got here. Yo, this is gonna be a fun match to watch. Sentinels versus G2. My money's on G2 winning. But yeah, Loud and Crew. Ooh, Battle of the South. Whoa, lower bracket is not. Lower bracket looking kind of fire though. You got NA in the upper brackets and you got South NA in the lower brackets. Yo, I love the Valorant community. Sometimes y'all can be hilarious when y'all started calling like the Latin American and Brazilian teams South NA.
Absolute insane map on this yesterday. If we can close that out, we can close
But
anything
yeah,
out. And, you know,
that's kind of funny how that turned out.
How nice for the rest of us here.
Leviathan versus MIBR. Aspas versus his old team. That's going to be fun to watch. This is actually going to be a lot closer of a game than I originally thought. And then you have Loud versus Crew. I'm definitely going to be looking for Loud to beat Crew. Even though it does look like Crew is picking up pace. I still can't believe NRG lost, though. But I think that's just more of a testament to like how competitive the Americas is rather than like how poor NRG is. Like, even though it's always about like how you win or lose games, not if you lose in games. It's kind of like how you lose those games. Dang, Primi 266 ACS.
He's having a huge tournament.
He absolutely is, and I think you guys, one of you guys.
It is kind of crazy to see Paper Rex eliminated this early.
In fact, he carried my team yesterday when I got almost 120 points because I got both MVPs. And one of them
Paper Rex didn't even make it into the top 4 of Pacific. They lost to DFM.
Jakarta, you go back to Nongshim in VCLKR Split 2. Top players and with insane
they lost to freaking DFM. They just lost to Japan's plot armor. Right? That's what happened. They lost to the Japan's plot armor. I saw some of this game. Yeah, it happened at like 6 a.m. So I was like getting ready to go to work. I was like, okay, Paper Rex got this in the bag. And then during my break, I was like, what happened? What happened here?
You know, we speak a lot about his movement, we speak a lot about his aim, but he is the lease of life.
Damn, 13-1. I didn't even see that. I just saw that Paper X lost. Y'all, this year I'm going to be like an ultra casual. I really am going to be a casual this year. May, it's May in time. May just made all over Paper X. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Talk about crashing and burning. Holy. No wonder people want to crash out on Paper X. Oh my goodness, because I was just seeing it on my like freaking timeline and in the comment section of some videos, people were crashing out on Paper X, especially on freaking Reddit, and now I kind of understand why.
Over on the Rebel side that are just getting so much value, the way that they use the paranoia, the way that they cut Talon in half with the fast.
DFM was aim diffing Paper X, that's crazy. That's the thing, like, as Valorant continues to grow, the mechanical gap between players and teams is just gonna, like, lessen.
Including the showstopper and the paranoia coming through from Talon, and Nongshim just go, no thanks.
I actually want Crew to win, not gonna lie. You want Crew to beat? I mean, we know Crew's gonna go to champs. Let Loud have this one in the beginning, bro. We already know Crew's gonna go to champs. But I'm not gonna lie, Mazinho was popping off, bro. He was popping off a couple of hours ago. I'm not gonna lie, both Crew and Loud would be fun to watch in Masters Bangkok.
I think you guys make a great point about A control in general. Even with
And
all those
whatnot.
overtimes, we didn't see
If
a
they
lot
can
of
make
A
it through.
plays. And Francis here continuing to hold the fort. He's just been such an incredible IGL for this team. We've seen it through Ascension, and it continues on here.
Hopefully,
With all his
hopefully one of
experience,
them can
he's
make it.
kinda leading the charge for this team. Now, it's kind of funny that you can have the entire play,
Because there is a
you can't
chance where none of
memorize
them makes
all
it.
the tricks. And I think this goes maybe to
But,
your point,
I don't know.
Koski. You've been talking about all the different comps that
There is a world where
Talon have, all the
Sentinels
different strats,
where
like, oh, with
Sentinels
all the
doesn't
different
go
comps,
to
again,
Bangkok,
it's a lot for
which
these
would be
players
kind of a
to absorb. When
surprise.
you're in the heat of
But
that
they look
moment,
so good.
how do you remember all of it? And I think this
Like with
may
the way
be
things are
more of the
looking right
problem
now,
that's been happening for Talon.
it's either Sentinels, G2,
Flexibility is key when you're building a team. You want players
or
that
one
can
of
play
these
off
teams. I just don't really see MIBR or Leviathan
different teams respond differently
making
to
it to the
different
top
level
too,
advantage.
because I just
So
feel like the other
overall,
teams are like more well
the
structured.
coach will talk a lot more to the IG
Like if
players.
MIBR, if
They'll
Made in
have
Brazil
that
somehow
dynamic
makes it to
sharp,
Bangkok,
fluid
it's
players.
just
You
off
want
of
them to
like
look
freaking
better,
Aspas's
they're a
back,
little bit
bro.
more loose, but that's all
Like
I
it would just cement him as the GOAT.
watch all the
Like with the way
42
MIBR were
rounds
looking at the
every week.
beginning.
You just want
And
to
like
get
this
the
season,
points
like
to the end
Aspas
control
isn't
there. I
like
think
playing
they control
passively
the
either.
Talon with
He's
the
actually
line.
going for it.
If they don't
He's
manage
sending
to
it. We're seeing
keep that
Aspas
line,
send
then you
it.
don't have those other depth, the other layers to the anti-strap because you don't have the players that can remember that.
You
That's
think
where
so?
might get in a little bit of trouble.
Now,
We'll
I
see.
want to talk about the next map. It is Bind. Talon
We'll
looked
see.
phenomenal on Bind the other day.
I mean, history always repeats itself, doesn't it?
Nailed
It's-
down.
there's always,
Nongshim,
like-
on the other hand,
Maybe it's because
as
I'm NA biased.
Tovar was pointing
I
out,
always think there's going to be
Gary's gonna
two
go back
NA
to
teams, or like the majority of people who make it to champs from America, so there's going to be NA teams. It's usually quite balanced. It's usually like a North American and South American team that makes it through to represent the Americas, and it's usually an even split too. Like in champs, there's like 2 NA and 2 South. I need to stop saying South NA. There's 2 South American teams and 2 North American teams that made it through. Yeah. It's always like, it's quite balanced. Even though last year, I guess you could say, was Leviathan really a South American team last year? That's the question. Would you consider them a South American team? I mean, their organization was based in South America. I'll lose my ish if Sen doesn't make it into any. I think they can make it to at least one international event. They're definitely good enough too. But it's America's, dog. You got to bring your A game like every game, every single match. You can't sleep on any team in the Americas. Maybe Furia. Maybe Furia. Furia might be the only team that you see them play, you go sleep. Furia and 2G. Yeah. But every other team, bro, you got to bring your A game. Even Cloud9. You got to. You can't even sleep on Evil Geniuses, bro. Like, because like when it comes to anti, bro, you gotta be wary of the anti strats from Evil Geniuses. They will read you and pick you apart. Like 100 Thieves, they still got it. Cloud9, you know, they always look dangerous during the regular season. Evil Geniuses anti, when it comes to like picking teams apart, is always something to be cautious of. Furia, I don't know. I don't even know how you fix Furia, bro. What do you do? How do you help Furia? Because they have Heat. Heat was pretty good last year for Crew. That's why I was kind of surprised Crew let Heat go. Yeah, I was kind of surprised they let him go, but how has he been doing? I haven't really been paying attention to his stats. Oof, he fell off. But then again, he is playing on roles. A different role. Yeah, he's still he okay. He okay. That's the thing. The sample size is pretty small too. Sample size is pretty small. And then Crew, you know, Crew always makes it the champs. Leviathan. Loud is proving that they still got it. MIBR, you can't sleep on Aspas. Plus, I mean, last time we saw 4 Brazilians and an Argentine. Hey, they won champs 2022, so you can't sleep on MIBR either. If they don't make it, that's like, what, 2 months of them just to prep to make themselves even better. Then you have NRG, which is like Mata. Mata's making me eat my words. Mata's making me look stupid. Another Canadian out here making me look stupid. Mata's looking like one of the best duelists from Americas. I feel like NRG, like, What's really surprising about NRG is Verno. Verno just hasn't been looking the same as he had in the offseason, which is interesting. And like coming into kickoffs, I thought Verno was gonna be like their best player, Verno and Psalm. But it's been Mata that like made them look as good as they have and whatnot. Then you have Sentinels. Yeah, like the only two teams in the Americas that possibly you could sleep on is just like Furia and 2G. And it's unfortunate for 2G, like they're playing without their best players. The GOAT is live. Yes, seeing GOAT is live. Well, enjoyed that shout out. Oh, I appreciate it, Iris. Thank you, thank you. I don't have my notifications on. I should have them on. My bad. Let me see. I need to open up my noties.
It's already just a steamroll through the site. Cruz and Primi very low, but that shouldn't really stop them. Obviously, Cruz far out.
My activity feed, I should say. Thank you for the follow. 33 minutes ago, Esports Andy. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Yeah, let me pop out that activity feed.
Maybe to launch an assault from Lamps, but he saw two players already. It's already a
We got Deadlock. You love to see Deadlock on.
So unfortunately falls.
On Bind.
Jumping into the smoke. Easy shot for Primi back there. I mean, yeah, this is just Talon feeling really confident. And
now this is interesting. No Brimstone on Bind. That's really cool. Or let me not say cool, but it's like they cooking. I'm trying to tell you, this is the meta where you want to be cooking, especially in the early of the year, where no one really knows like the best comp for each map.
But at the same time, yeah, thinking about the Nongshim composition, right? You definitely want to see a little bit more from it. So right now, Toxic screen to block off Hookah as well as Garden, and then you got the Arc Rose on the other side.
Yeah, Arc Rose going to be used as that passive info, kind of.
I still need to figure out how YouTube works because I can't really see some of these notifications pretty well.
So they have at least two different ways of attacking on the retake, but with the Barrier Mesh, Ivy, you got trying to cut up an advantageous angle.
Oh, he still jiggles, though. So at least notes that there are players inside of Elbow hunting him down. Meanwhile, the rest of Nongshim trying to take a little bit more space back out towards Hookah as well as B Long. Unfortunately, Ivy cannot last for too long. Ban takes out the player by B Long. The rest of them trying to flood back in from Hookah, but
there's so much going on.
Even. Moshpit comes back out. Ban just spams the shots in. And of course,
it was good, Sync. Low-key drop Rossi and get low-key drop Verno, get Rossi. Nah, this is why you can't let chat be GMs. That's a crazy. I know you just gotta let Verno. You gotta just trust in Verno, bro. You gotta just trust in the process.
Mask your entry. You at least drew out some extra utility as well. So you take what you can get, but Talon, flawless, starting to snow.
Talon out here looking like we're going to map 3 already.
I mean, if you know what you're doing,
no Brimstone. They got Astra as solo controller. If Talon wins this, it's just a testament to like any comps can like win a map. But to be fair, Nongshim isn't playing Raze, but Nongshim on Bind has been looking kind of nice.
You still leave a lurker as well. Premi gonna try to find a shot, but always distracted by the Neon running across. Now back up, just barely arriving. The sheer wall does its job. You're about to get rid of Little Bro, and now the attack has been stopped.
Man, I love Vice. Man, Vice on Bind is so annoying to play against. But imagine if you had both Vice and Deadlock. Oh my goodness. If you're a team, if you're a fast exec team, that would be miserable. It would be absolutely miserable if you're going against like Deadlock and Vice on freaking Bind. Vice plus Deadlock, that's what I'm saying, bro. Vice plus Deadlock, and then like also Brim versus plus Tejo. Those are like really two annoying comps to go against. Okay. Okay, Cruz, show us. Hasn't died yet. Do we believe in a Cruz clutch?
20 seconds left.
He knows.
and he lands the third, and that's now 1 point away.
He almost
from
did
his
it. He
Nightfall. So
almost
even
made
though
me
Nongshim,
believer.
gets
He
away
almost
with
did.
their life just
Man was
barely in that
moving,
round.
bro.
That's everything
The man
Talon
had
wanted.
moves.
So
NT indeed, NT.
although the round win would have
I don't
been
know what that
really, really
means.
nice, but
Ivy's
to
good,
really
yeah.
see in
Ivy's
this
nice.
competition what it's for and how
For
Nongshim
sure.
are able to play around it. You know, I think the idea is
You are a
so part of me
bet.
that if Dom
Andy,
beats
we're
us
still waiting for your
in
Marvel
some shot
Rivals
again,
video,
then
man.
Ivy,
It's been
Margaret,
too
and,
long.
the rest of the team
There's
partners
no
as well,
way, bro.
they're gonna
Like,
be that shield.
I'm giving you got like 2 weeks, bro, because I'm coming out with a Marvel Rivals video, and it's gonna be low effort. But apparently, my low effort stuff does better than my high effort stuff. You got 2 weeks, man. It's already scheduled. I bet. February the 8th. I'll link it. I'll link you in the Discord. Alright, cool. Prem, you should switch PCs for Bruce. Yeah, imagine. Mid game, he just gets up. They swap. I like this. I like that. They 4-man A short.
Use that to abuse and cut off the rotations. That's 2 kills already.
Okay,
In with the
Jit
bucket,
Boys.
unfortunately it whiffs. Jit Boys collects on the triple, and all that's left is just Ivy, the hero rifle.
I was about to say
Despite
hero
also
rifle
going
too.
down now, feeling that pressure,
They know.
Ivy just tries to hold the angle.
Yeah, Ivy knows they got up close because he heard the footsteps, so he's gonna try to.
Oh!
He gets both. Nice and
What?
suddenly making this.
I beg your
1v2
pardon?
mesh does make it a bit simpler for Talon.
How do you get 2 there?
Ivy still go for this. You do have the creds across the board.
His movement was kind of nice. You saw that? Like he sidestepped, crouched, sidestepped again.
Oh, just gets picked off by Primi mid-air. Not able to find the
Primi
early
makes it look
shot.
easy, but that's not an easy
Talon
shot to
leads
hit.
3-1.
Like the caster said, he was mid-air, and that was a head tap. He adjusted while he was jumping in the air.
At the same time, I mean, the entire
Primi is just
round, the fact
crazy
that Talon
mechanically,
set
bro.
themselves up in this way, this fashion, knowing a bit of an
He makes like the hard shots look easy. I'm so surprised he got that kill. Yeah, Ivy's nice.
But at the same time, feeds the information over to Jit Boys. That's such big value.
How does one lose a double hold like that? Yo, man, people in Valorant, like, Valorant might not seem like a very, like, movement-based game like Apex, but it's the subtlety, bro. The subtleties can really mess up. Oh, Dobby almost got 2 there. That's the thing with these pro players, bro. Sometimes you gotta just shake their hands and say GG's. They're nice with it, man.
Ivy with a steel garden, a little bit
Sometimes you
extra
just shake their
security, so I
hand.
don't know if it was
And they do
necessary,
the
but why
impossible.
not? I mean, they just managed
I might have to re-up
sweep
on
that
these
round right
noodles
underneath from
during
Talon. Talon
halftime.
comes in with a strong and fast execute. I think they have to thrash as well, right, from A short. But just as
Crazy
because
person,
Andy was
tinfoil
able to
hat
grab
every time,
showers,
honestly.
There was that little bit of a TP play coming from the rest of the team as well. They were just so quick to respond to Talon's execution.
Yeah, I mean, despite some of that Yuto not landing, Domby still buys enough time for everyone to come in for this round, and then Nongshim reading that, hey, we just need
This
to
is
hold
so
on
weird because I do want like Talon to make it to Bangkok. Both these teams are just really fun to watch. That'd be real life playing Neon on every map in the big 2025. You love to see it.
Oh, nice shot, but not gonna land on the head. And Domby will get away with his life. Draws out the grab net against Talon.
All right, we got a light buy from Talon.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if Talon's just not gonna go B again. I wouldn't blame them though with the way that Vice has been setting up on B. I wouldn't blame them for not going. We got a big flank over here though. Big flank. Big flank from the fade.
So the 3 members of Nongshim here, just looking for the trades against each other. Paint shows, pushes him out. Persia.
Fade's taking too long on the flank though. Took way too long. Can still find some value. Yo, Ivy's the MVP, bro. Ivy's the MVP. I'm already calling it. We're 5 rounds in, but I'm just gonna say it now. Ivy MVP for bind. All right, I jinxed him. My bad. I'm gonna shut up. I jinxed him. Francis took forever with the flank. Took forever with the flank.
Waits for Francis to check the 50,
Took forever.
and Jit Boys will get the Red Bull clutch.
Avi has the calmest
I mean, where do I
movement.
even
Avi's
begin?
a crazy.
What a round
Yeah.
for both teams, but Talon unfortunately are going to be the ones to really bring it across the finishing line. And this time it's not just Primi, it's Jit Boys. It's players like Cruz at the same time. I mean, unfortunately he falls, but it's a lot of info being gained, and the way that Ben was able to hold that long angle, getting a spam through, just so much information at hand. But it's down to some of these micro movements in place. I want to note how Ivy went in for the huge wide swing and stopped just in time to hold the angle, and at the same time for Jit Boys to go with the crouch peek on the one-on-one. So good. Next round comes in, and this time it's not.
Oh, they're gonna. Nah, they're just. I think they're gonna fake B. They're faking noise on B.
Just a nice clean shot, and that is something that you've needed, because if you're going to spend the smokes over by showers to deny information, you got to make sure you have a little bit more proactive.
I mean, Raze does have utility to break some of Ice's utility.
But we'll see how else it works out. Now looking at it, it does.
But I feel like not having a Sova also is kind of hurting them. Like another agent that can break utility. I know Breach can break some agents' utility.
Oh, the timing was so good on the poison orb, but the shots maybe not so much.
Stamby is still here.
Nah, Damby, nah, don't. Gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. You gotta wait for your team. Don't overheat. Don't overheat. Oof. Nice trade, though. Nice trade.
Ivy for the trade. We get the read that it's a B hit at the end of it all. So Francis is here and ready to receive.
We see you, Talon.
Yeah, he's just waiting. He dodges all the util. There's still 30 seconds, but it should be
Make the team move a little bit.
Premi's gonna land 2 headshots back to back. Then the barrier mesh, and Talon
Just came in to say hi, have a great stream. I appreciate it, Sync.
So we'd have to wait and see, but yeah, if you have to go through the barrier mesh, he says, you know what, this isn't worth trying. I'm just gonna get picked apart. Governor's 1 away from his.
Yeah, 1v3.
Give it away for free.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard for him to win. I mean, he does have a Steam and a Molly, but Persia winning that would be a miracle.
Talon has the setup. It's set up right there for Governor to come back in on the timing through with the off angle from elbow.
So it does look like Talon's double initiator is looking good on defense, though. Yeah, that's the thing.
Never really have to cash out on.
No, offense as attackers. But is the double initiator going to be good on defense, though, versus the double controller?
A little bit more aggressive to deny that information, because the other side, they can cycle through a lot of that early active info, whether it's Prowlers, Han, Dizzy used to make sure that they can.
It looks like we're going to a map 3, not gonna lie.
On these attacking rounds. So this time they correctly push out of showers with that. They even go for the peek from Francis. He's waiting for it, gets the kill. You've still got the
That's
info,
crazy.
Dragged across, and Talon still
That's
has
insane.
the plan for the rotate. So that
Timeout.
For the timeout, where it's up
Looks
to
like
the
it.
coaches of Nongshim, Silkanon and Val Analysis to try to give a solution.
How do I see my activity feed on YouTube? Do I just have to like open up the stream?
Get something outside of A short a little bit more as well. I mean, this is where you really think, you know, you're using.
This is like my first YouTube stream video, or a stream that I'm actually taking seriously.
Kind of needed for that toxic screen that goes through and teleports.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere else how to see it. I guess I just gotta have chat out.
But just kind of throwing some possible solutions there. Not quite sure what they're looking at exactly.
Yeah, I just have chat out. I don't think YouTube has an activity feed. That's kind of interesting.
Now that one can be jumped over, but then you pair it still with the poison cloud, and you still have some way that one's not easy to just jump
Paper X's problem is not firepower, dude. It's legitly discipline. Is what we've been saying for the past 2 years.
For now, it looks like it's still going to be that toxic screen over just on that B side.
Even if they do get an IGL, I don't think it's gonna fix their problems.
We'll have to wait and check.
I feel like it's legitly like a cultural problem, like a team culture problem.
It is a bit of a half buy.
Yeah, just a push out, being lower on that eco. You do have that hero rifle on Persia.
I mean, I wish it was as simple as them getting an IGL, man. I always bleed Paper X. I bleed them, but I purposely haven't been talking about them because I'm not trying to jinx them, you know. Like, they're smart enough to realize what their problems are. I'm sure they like VOD review their games. I hate to say it, but it seems like they might just have to like
shots.
drop somebody, but the question is who you gonna drop.
Gonna be arriving just in time to make sure that at the very least he pushes them back.
Like they have to pull the trigger, kind of like how Edward Gaming pulled the trigger on Haldong.
Showstopper comes out for a counter delay. Governor's just playing for time, and he'll get exactly what he.
And who they pick, I don't even know who they drop. Because you can make a case that everyone on Paper X is solid. I think Rossi fits well with Paper X first. Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, like if you are going to get an IGL, maybe you get an IGL who like micromanages everybody.
Right click into Governor. Cruz has to hold it up from Cubby, but no! Margaret with the sprays, the spike goes off. Unfortunately, still around for Talent. Yeah,
Oh, that was a force too.
And I love that they used a showstopper to counter that because Nongshim.
Oh, it wasn't. They still got money for buys.
And then we're gonna go with the overdrive. Now the overdrive has to
Yeah, if Nongshim doesn't win this round, we're definitely going to map 3.
over by Lamps, and we should
I mean, let me not say that.
as we often do.
Because this is a crazy game of halves.
Available for Dombi as he's stuck up against that wall. It's a nice clean shot from Governor that shuts down the speed of that.
Because one team could look amazing on offense as attackers, but on defenders, they could just like, they just don't know how to defend well.
We move right on in. Judge at the ready. Cosmic Divide right off the bat.
I do like what
They're not really going to care about showers at all.
Nongshim's been doing. They've been grouping up a lot on one side. Like they've been 3-manning it. And then it's kind of like Fracture in a way where like they pinch the other team. Like they give up sight, but then they do like a 4v4 or 5v5 retake and just pinch the other team. But Bang Bangs, no, he's aware. He's aware. Talon's hip though. You can tell they've been prepping. They were hip to the pinch. This is so much. Wow.
Persia sprays down through the smoke with the Phantom. Governor all alone stops it at half. Has the judge. Timing. He get no.
Oh, they got it. Barely.
Persia will snipe
They keep
him
the dream
out of the
alive.
jump,
They keep
and
the
it will
2-0
be
dream
Nongshim
alive.
Starting the return.
I am scratching my head. Oh my god. Truly, both sides are fighting neck and neck. I mean, Talon leading in the score right now, but Nongshim able
I mean, you got to give it. I give props to Nongshim for that. They wanted to put pressure to pinch them, and they were able to do it pretty well. It was a little nerve-wracking though at the end. That was good team play. It was a good team play with that retake. I think replace. You can't even say that. You can't say replace Divide. Divide's been solid. He had solid games this year too. That's the tricky part. Honestly, low-key, a lot of people have been saying replace Jing, which like I don't hate the idea. Cruz dies here. Cruz gets one house. Wait, how do you get one?
There's Dombi. He realizes it's a surround, and it's just too late. Chip Boys and Cruz will draw all the attention. They'll go deep with the stars to mask all the information, and the spike will be delivered to the A site.
Bit of a prowler from Cruz to check as well, but the spike, yes, at the end of it does go down.
Yo,
It's 2 players from Nongshim.
Talon could easily be down 2 men.
Not an easy retake, might just be the save.
Yeah, you consider
This
the
game,
current
but they're
situation.
not.
I mean, as much as Persia would love to get there or strike and get out with his life, it's going to
Like
be
Cruz should
decisive.
be dead, and Jip Boys easily could have gotten Fortnited to the
Value,
next
so
round
it will just be the
with
whole
that
Margaret
Bucky from
getting an eye
Dabby.
out at that long angle, so
Danby.
we'll start marching forward, but I think Talon will be happy
That's
just to
insane.
take the round. 10th round here, as they're leading currently 6-3. Try to get that 7, which would guarantee a 7-5 half. Not the end of the world, but given how things are looking, Talon wants more.
Very much so. You would think, though, I mean...
They're just saving 2v4. Yeah, I guess you do need to save low-key. Yeah. Your economy kind of weak. I mean, I feel like getting 4 before the half switch isn't bad if you're Nongshim. Just getting 4 isn't bad.
They need more rounds on their defensive half as well.
If they could get 1 more round, that's okay. Getting 3, you know, you got the 9-3 curse on your side. But 4 is at least the bare minimum to feel at least somewhat good.
The real big thing here is they kind of have to win by delay, especially given Talon's composition. Once Talon gets on site, it's going to be very, very difficult for them. And so we're going to have to see Nongshim. I mean, the whole point when you look at Viper, when you look at agents like Vice, is about that delay. Even Brimstone to a certain extent. And so with that switch
hopefully their Neon is activated when Nongshim plays attackers. Because I still think on Bind, you would always want Raze instead of Neon on Bind. Even like after like the Neon buffs, I think Neon is just Raze is just better on Bind. But I could be wrong. They could make me eat my words.
Where sometimes he will fall as he gets too close to the sun, and Talon once again shutting down any attempt at holding onto the site from Nongshim.
They're carrying forward with that steel confidence as well. I mean, Talon not really slowing down. Cruz, unfortunately, will be the one to
I mean, Nongshim does have a couple of ults that it can use to get one round next.
Because of that ban, able to keep
Next round.
up inside of elbow. Spots another play. Ooh, does get dinked though.
No, don't use it. Why are you using it?
A little bit more time and save. Orbital strike comes out.
Why you use your ult here?
More space, but at the same time, a bit of a trap.
Okay, maybe I shut up. I don't know.
Comes back onto the trade.
I don't know. Okay.
Gets a shot out towards Primi and hides inside of the smoke to try to stick it through, but Jit Boys.
I mean, hey, I guess it was a good ult. I wouldn't have used it.
Yeah, he will go down.
Because, I mean, they were able to get it to a 1v1. It was a 2v4, so I guess it worked, but I would have saved it, personally. I'm surprised he used it there. Like, I only like to use ults, like the idea of using it if, like, maybe you're just one man down. But if you're, like, two man down, I just don't really think it's a wise decision to use. But, hey, they were able to get it to a 1v1, so it could have been winnable. It was winnable. But imagine if you had an ult here, though. And then you could have just ulted lamps on the exit. And then you would have gotten one.
The trades were so good, baits out the ultimate, potentially being
but maybe that's just a little bit hindsight, Harry.
Takes a U-turn, and the long-range guns from back aren't quite hit by the steel garden, but Francis, nice and clean.
Woo! That Neon movement is sick. Oh my goodness. Guys, imagine if Neon never got nerfed. Imagine where Nongshim would be if Neon never got nerfed.
But still, nonetheless, noted by Talon. Goes in for a bit of a burst.
They might be looking like the best APAC team.
At the same time, Cruz so ready to turn around. Meanwhile, Marco has so many more targets.
Governor. Governor, my guy.
From underneath heaven gets the shot. Talon ends the first half 9-3.
9-3.
Yeah, we're just gonna chalk that up to playing.
Yeah, I'm a make some more noodles.
I mean, the play here,
the beef one,
is so good.
the Nongshim black.
Meant to be the play, or whether it's just a
it's aight. It's okay.
It's so good.
I'll be right back.
Turn away with the blast back and just baits out the steel garden, and then there's people there to trade for him as he
What
hides
should
away.
we make? We can have the classic Nongshim spicy noodles. We got the kimchi spicy right here. I bought way too many, bro. I bought way too many.
When we play our map, things are gonna be different.
We also had like the chicken flavor too. I think I'm gonna try the chicken. We had the beef. We'll try the chicken.
This hit fast and strong, especially on the attacking half. It does feel as though there's very little that can stop them. They're keeping true to their game plan of getting the spike down and holding a lot of fort space up against Nongshim.
The gold.
As well.
Zev said the gold was pretty good.
A little bit, how does
we
this
give that a shot?
Composition look for Nongshim once they swap sides?
Well, some Dombi fans, as he's been getting a lot of fans around the world, win or lose. People love watching this guy play. But if you can't make it through the best of 3 today, that is the end of the kickoff run for either of these teams. And you can see Dombi feeling that pressure and just tapping himself on the head. We got Nongshim and Shinramyeon fans as well. See if Nongshim can try to keep another Korean team alive here in VCT Pacific, or if Talon will rise up as that last remaining Southeast Asian squad, and of course, the potential hometown heroes.
Starting. Oh, they haven't changed the neon spray yet. I remember a lot of people making a big fuss about that. All right, let's see what this neon looks like on offense.
A little bit fanned out across the map.
We got their Viper. Wait, their Viper has a sheriff?
is one, and they'll get it for free. Primi,
Oof.
still good for it. Okay, the
His
pyramid
utility
goes up,
out.
so he's still gonna buy
He
a lot
caught
of
the man
time.
with his pants
Are they
down.
wary of Margaret? It looks like it. Not sure if they heard, not sure if they saw, or if it's just a re-clear,
Oof.
but it's gonna be a
Oof.
great wide swing, that's for sure. And
Yeah,
now
bringing a
Talon
sheriff into
leading
lamps
number
is a play.
4 to
That is an
2.
interesting
Nongshim,
play.
they're just gonna split up. They're gonna take the
I would have
1v1s.
preferred to just have the sheriff either on like B long or A showers, but power to
you.
you.
A lot of time, a lot of space for them to have to re-clear. Ivy going to work on that delay. You can use that on a timing, and that's going to start to pressure Nongshim or Talon quite
Let's
a bit
see
on this
here.
retake. So Cruz creeping in. He should find Persia. Yeah, they set their backs
Okay,
against each other. And now he turns around, and that should be the call. Ivy now stuck on the site. The Han finds him. Gunner
Ivy's
lands the
actually
shot,
pretty
and
good.
it is going to be the defuse. All 4 pistol rounds so far going to Talon.
All 4?
That should inspire quite a bit of confidence for the
Wow.
Talon fans out there.
That's
But at the same
impressive.
time, Nongshim just trying to do what they can, being able to flood in the site, stalling off towards spawn.
Yeah, I just don't,
For
like-
an attempt at a right click against Cruz as well, but at the same
Danby
time,
does
I
look
think a
pretty
lot of
good
the
on
Talon
Neon.
players
Like
have been
Danby's
showing
Neon
a lot
movement is
more
great, but I just think it's just a
potential,
raised
lot
map.
more levels to that gameplay
Mine
as
is
well
just a
right
raised
now.
map, but then
Encouraging
again, they
the
were
team,
able
getting
to
a lot more frags.
pull
At the same
Boom
time, Governor is
Esports
playing for the team.
pretty far
Another
on
double
Bind.
judge as well.
But then again, it's
It's
Boom
Neon
Esports.
here on the anti-eco, and another
It's
outlaw
Boom
for Governor, which he
Esports.
was finding a lot of value with against T1. Set up for again. There's the Prowler. Gets cleared for him. Well, they know he's stuck. Could just go for the spam through the wall. You know the
Oof,
seize is there.
yeah.
And Governor holds true to his faith.
I wonder how
Grabs the
their
shot
other-
eventually. Francis down. No
their pass
information on
games
that
look
side of
like.
the map anymore. And now Margaret, he'll
On
have to
Bind.
rejoin, but
What were the
on this
pass games on
force
Bind
fight here
looking
for
like?
Nongshim, it's not looking great.
Nongshim.
Still okay for now. Primi to hold out Garden.
Oh, the grab net timing so good as well. And now
Oh, so
Van
they did play Boom
just needs to
Esports
wait.
with
It is a bit
Raze.
of a tricky angle. He has to make sure he
And it
lands
didn't
the
look
timing,
so
and
good.
he'll just
They
get
lost
the shots right
7-13.
onto Margaret. The Sonic sensor doing its job.
Nongshim gets on the site, but not quite safe enough to really stick it through. They're going
Interesting.
to try to do it inside of the 2, but
Yo, they have a lot of
takes
bind
off
comps.
Might have a big pickup too. Ivy with the Guardian shots back in towards elbow though. That does even out the odds a little.
Persia resets. You've already closed off the other side with the judge. Ivy, he needs to win these fights.
I guess
He's waiting
Nongshim
for
just
the
doesn't
close
have
up,
like
but
a
it's
bind
okay.
comp
Dumby
that
gets
they're
it on the
most
other side.
comfortable with.
Dumby's going for the swing. The slide and the double pump. Dumby gets
Just
the
when I was
fork.
talking trash about
Nongshim in the
Neon, he
game.
does something like that.
Talent.
He's like, you said you
Yeah,
don't you
focus,
dare
focus,
disrespect
focus.
my
They're
Neon like that.
focused. It's just
My
Dumby.
bad.
Dumby
My
alongside
bad,
the rest of
King.
the team. They were able to strike back against
Maybe
him.
Neon on bind does make
Bond
sense.
and
What do I
Van
know?
tried to do his best to really hold, but down to the Stinger coming back. with
They
the
mostly
assault
got
against
gunned
him.
down
Ivy
against
finds the
Dulce
shot
9
towards
and
elbow that just
Berserk.
gives a little bit
I
more
don't
space
think
as
it was
well.
a comp
Down
issue.
to it, even
Yet they
though
changed
Talon
comp
had a
again, which I
referee,
think was a mistake,
somehow
yeah.
Dumby in with the slides.
Yeah, we
Still
say the
finds
comp looks
range
bad
on
and then
the judge.
freaking Danby does something
crazy
like
thing
that.
is Talon, it was they had to make the choice of okay, do we
I
close
mean,
the gap or not?
oof.
But Nambi just says, well, it doesn't matter. I know you guys have tripped a little bit. Meanwhile, double kills across the map.
Man got
Alright,
the
Francis
got the
getting one
eco
each at long range,
operator.
punishing Talon for
B
that
long.
previous round. No bond
That's
on
one
the
thing I've been
side of
noticing.
Talon.
Like their
Just
Viper
passes
really is
left,
confident in their
huddle
aim. They've been
together.
buying a lot of
You
marksman
can't-
rifles.
you can't- there's nothing that you can really
They
buy
had a
up.
freaking sheriff.
You get the
Now they have
utility
an
and save for
outlaw.
next round, and right now it's just Nongshim feeling that confidence in return on their attacking side. And I was thinking about it, but when you got Dumby this on
But they
line,
can't
he's
get
able to do
thrifty
his
here.
thing,
They
you got
need to
some range
beat
on the
them
other
pretty
side with
well.
Margaret on the outlaw as well. Picked
This
up
is a good
the
rotate though. A good
Primi
call.
or bought up, and they're able to really march in a little bit more now. 50 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, so much time. They're just waiting to
I
see
wonder
if
if Viper
Talon, I mean,
hears
are you gonna
this.
choose to push
Probably
or
not because they're shift
Whether you
walking.
push or
This is
you
good
get hunted
discipline.
down by Margaret, who is on the
By
line,
not
but
making
they're
any
nowhere
noise, giving
expecting
info
this
to
if
Viper.
The timing works out perfectly.
Oh, they know. They're aware.
Okay, well, Francis
They're
is gonna
aware.
watch out for it. He says, wait, guys, nobody's watching our back. I'll just make sure.
Great
This works.
timing, bro.
They will find one more.
Great
Now
timing.
Down to 2, and everyone says, all right, Margaret's already cleared the side. We don't want to deal with this.
And the whole time, Persia is still just kind of lurking, hovering around.
Oh, that's
the market.
interesting. Their vice is in freaking the teleporter right here.
Ivy inside
That's
of the TP,
interesting.
and he's just holding for it. Goes in for the double peek out. Talon.
That was
probably
good
looking to
patience
dive
by
the
them.
Spike, or maybe look for the exits.
Yeah, I mean, right now the angles they're holding, it's just exits and then walking to the spike, because most likely Nongshim will, the majority of them hopefully pushed away.
Looking for exit
towards the
frags. Hey,
finale.
hello. They're looking for exit frags. The podcast. If you guys are watching, Google it. Exit frags Valorant.
Until the very last second. Oh, Premi spotted. He's got to watch out. He's got to make sure he can.
That reminds me, we're doing a podcast later today, huh?
Wow,
Wow, they got it. Oh my goodness. They able to get some value off of that a little bit.
Or out points for talent, but Nongshim able to come back in and clean.
Oh yeah,
up
that was a
as
win by
so
Nongshim. We
it's not
gotta
too bad
eat
for
some
the
more
upcoming
noodles.
rounds, but it is quite a bit for Nongshim to really claw their way back through to even out the gap.
Yeah, I mean, you miss out on one more round, and suddenly Nongshim is just chomping at
I
your
think the other
heels. So
joint's
Talon
done now.
We'll have to make sure that they're locked in. Coming up to this buy in the next
Oh,
round.
they got popcorn.
Another
They're
viewing
watching
party
Valorant
over
like
at
it's
the
a
Busan
movie over
Esports
there.
Arena, I assume.
Yeah, they got popcorn there.
They got all sorts of stuff down there, and they'll have even more for the finals, it seems, for kickoff. I think a lot of people looking to get there, as we have a lot of Korean influencers visiting for the festival as well. But Nongshim now grouped up outside of Showers. Talon, they're just going to wait to see what the first moves are, looking to react to Nongshim's setup. Oh, Ban, just not assuming that anyone could have actually just crept through off of that haunt. And then Margaret just answers back as well. So Nongshim knowing
next
very
time
well that Talon is
when
gonna
I
kinda
do
work
a
as an elastic
Nongshim
band.
noodle
You get a
stream,
reaction from one
I
side,
think I'm
it's
just
gotta be
use
moving
hot
on the
water
other.
instead of
And Nongshim
microwaving
just
these
waits and
noodles.
holds true. If it's not you till
Because
it's
this
going
thing
to
just
contact,
exploded in
and
my
Talon pays
microwave.
for it.
Just
Nongshim are
exploded.
just so
I think, yeah, I would just
steady
use
to
hot
be
water
able to
instead.
find these one-on-ones at the same time as well, right? I mean,
Instead of
it's just
microwaving this
Margaret on
stuff.
his own, but
It's probably safer and healthier
Cold
for
and
you
isolated
too.
enough that he's able to find the one-on-one now back into it with the
Yo,
numbers, the
Nongshim's
event,
making a
retrieve
comeback? Question mark.
information, and that's what the Prowler was for from Francis. So that maybe not too much around the A site.
Even though I think having both
Quick
Deadlock
rendezvous towards B.
and Vice is
As
a
soon as
pretty
Baron
good
just
idea.
drops. Well, that might have been
It's looking like Vice
Yeah,
might be
Barrier
a
Mesh
better
is going to be
pick
destroyed
if you
as
had to
well,
pick
and
like
it does
between the
look like
two as a
Talon, I
solo.
think they should just be saving here, just given the setup already, right? If it's A, let's go for the
Sentinel.
50-50. If it's A, we fight. But if not, let's just get the barrier mesh out there and know if it's going to be that B side or not, because
Alright, we're
now
trying
they
the-
need to carry over these weapons, because otherwise you're giving
the
away
chicken
2 for
broth.
free, absolutely.
And you just said early on as well, right? Like this
Making the chicken
could
broth.
be just that one round, and maybe Nongshim starts to chomp at their heels.
It's
Like,
so
this
hard
is
to
where I
mess
really
up
start to
chicken,
think,
instant
at
ramen
which point does
chicken.
Talon call timeout? Because right now they're starting to.
One thing I do like about
away with,
Nongshim noodles is like they have like
not a great
legit meat
start to this
pieces. Like
second
it's
half.
dehydrated,
I mean, in my
but
head, I'm
and a little
if we
chewy, but it's
look at
kind
the
of cool to
pattern
see.
from Frost and Joe
I wonder if
so
the
far,
noodles
coaching
the
staff
chicken
for
broth is
Talon.
spicy.
I'm imagining a timeout coming out next
Or
round.
at least meant to
I mean,
be
I'm
spicy.
imagining that they're just going to have to kind of refresh them on how they want to play the default, what needs to change, how you're getting your information, right? Make sure that maybe you use some of that utility a bit more early on to just secure that space and then hold it, whatever it may be, because if you're obviously holding passive with the amount of smokes that
Alright,
have
they
on
won
Nongshim,
that one.
it's going to be a creep in and a contact play. So yeah, you spend a little bit, but just a haunt, you're not getting too much for your troubles if they just blast it.
But then again,
So
Premi
we'll
makes
see if
any
Talon
agent
goes
look
for a
good.
choice of maybe a bit more fight, a little bit more of a skirmish early on to clear out an entire portion of the map.
Maybe grouped up together to push out somewhere and find a little bit more contact and information, possibly, because from the previous rounds, it's just them all spread out across the map. This time,
I think I like the
the
Nongshim
3
Black
stack
better.
on B, and then the push out on towards B. Long to look for
This
something,
is
but
still a
Nongshim
crazy,
sprays through.
crazy
Ooh,
flavor
Yeah,
name.
that ult orb, they know that Ban is
Nongshim
away from
Black,
just one.
and then you have
Governor
Nongshim Gold over
trying
here.
to bait one in, a perfect timing from Margaret, but Governor gets out with his life, so he'll be safe for the time being. Meanwhile, they just wait for the smoke to drop, and Talon, it's a firing squad waiting for Nongshim. They finally get what they want, the grab net, keeps them at bay. They should hear that, the pin getting pulled out. There's the Prowler just to be safe.
Through the
But
Prowler,
that's
no!
too much time!
He gets 3?
Francis stays alive and
You get
takes them all
3.
out.
How? He was not meant to do that. He was hit by.
I gotta
the
be quiet
grab
because
net.
my
The
neighbors
grab
are
wall coming in
sleeping.
on the other side, but he's still just spraying and bursting through with that Phantom down to just Governor. If he gets 1 kill, he gets a showstopper.
How
Maybe an
does he get
opportunity
3
but
there?
You gotta find so much.
Through the Prowler
Razor
too.
Vines
That's low-key
activated
4. He
Governor.
got 4
Just
because
has
of the
to sprint all
Prowler.
the way around, even if
The
Margaret
Prowler was
wants
in
to
the way
match, so
too.
Ivy
What the
is
hell?
going to be laser focused on this angle. It's a timing between the two, and he finds Governor first.
They're
on the
winning
beat
this, bro.
as Nongshim
They're
catches
winning
up
this
to
map.
7.
3 away.
I mean,
Even
I don't
the
know,
score.
bro. I like maybe
Next
you
round
just
is
say
one where
GG's
Talon
and you
can't
shake
afford
French's
too much,
hands.
maybe a bit of a
That should not happen. I think the first person, whoever, yeah, this one, oh, it was Premi. Premi over peaked first. I don't know. After you're, like, I feel like if you're the third person, you don't peak that. You're already late on the swing. You don't peak that. You just hang back. You're like, damn, we just lost 2 people. Let me regroup.
Maybe a bit too much respect, right? They
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Maybe amidst the chaos they didn't, but
A rare Premi mistake. Very rare.
but they hear that, then they want to
Either Premi was too early or his teammates were too late. That's a rare Premi mistake.
To pull out the pin, reposition, take a step back, and create an advantageous angle for himself where they are just following out of a bottleneck. And now Talon already getting caught up to just a 3-point differential.
Just down to all these tiny little moments, tiny little crucial moments where maybe not hearing the
Yeah, I'm
play
not feeling the
out,
chicken.
or even just the Grefnet and the way that they peeked out.
Not
all
feeling the
kind of
chicken.
bumbling everything.
I'm just not.
But we'll see if this.
Which is
timeout
surprising
can
because I
truly
usually like chicken
bring
ramen
Talon back
noodles.
in from, well,
I
wanted to
think
say
they just do
3,
better
but
with
they
the
are up
beef.
10-7, so if they can actually get
But then
around
again,
that
I'm not like
group,
the biggest
maybe
fan of
just a few
spicy
more rounds and they
instant
could reach
ramen.
map point. They have some ultimates in the bank. It's 4 sheriffs on their side.
It should be
so now-
10-8 after this. It should be.
For now, just going to hold that spot and look at their position. It's just 2 people out front to try to get some information.
Yeah.
Nothing over by B, so it's not a full stack. It's not a rush.
They're defaulting though. They're playing slow on bind.
And they say, okay, this is how we go.
Fade's solo holding B. They're
They're
gambling, stacking A. I guess that's what you do on saves.
Let's get some information on B. Let's make it look like we want more information on B. And then as we see no reaction, just Vice Util, it's going to be a stack onto that A side.
Bit of a jiggle as well, so that confirms quite a bit of information. So the stars will be procced for the smoke. The nebula comes.
Yeah, it was a good gamble stack.
At the same time, Bats is kind of afforded. Margaret gets to kind of slip through. Maybe find something. Almost.
Yeah, but that's now 2 people that Nongshim has seen. They don't need to go into the A site. Wonder if that changes anything. And Talon wonders the same thing. They're starting to think, okay, well, we're going to put
Talon's
down the
overthinking.
barrier mesh
They're
as well.
overthinking. They had it right. They had it right. Now they're overthinking.
And Nongshim says, that barrier mesh, something's weird about that. We'll just say you guys can stay trapped in lamps because you have the shorter weapons, and we're just going to take the front of sight.
And they're going to spend as much as they can to really get those rounds in, just to even out the score.
Late
against
nade.
Talon. Nightfall sent through. They get the spike down. Now they're looking to hold towards the back. Let Talon through. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I think
We
Vice
have
is
the
just a really
firepower.
good agent pick on bind.
Now,
I think I'd
Cruz,
rather have
if
Vice
he can find a shot, but there should be a sheer wall
on this
right
map.
in
But
front of
hey,
him, so he's just
Deadlock's
waiting
pretty
as
good on this
long
map
as
too.
possible for a kill.
And then the question is like, why not both? Through the smoke. Someone report this man.
You know the Gecko's right behind it, and he'll get 2 for his troubles. Now Dombi going in for another for himself as well. Nongshim all getting the kills they need to. And Ivy will hold the gate. Margaret coming around, seeing if he can maybe get one more ult point. One way or another. Okay, he was hoping to get it, but Van will say, you know what, I'm just going to look to go down to the spike.
Nice.
And eventually Margaret gets that ult point.
We got Talon over here with the
Some
exit
good
frags.
Van gets the kill.
I'm just going to keep plugging the
Nonetheless,
podcast.
It's the round for Nongshim. Talon just feeling the full force of Nongshim's contact, but at the same time sitting on their ultimates, and you really got to wonder.
You got the
how they can
vitality.
possibly utilize those very
Somebody.
crucial pieces of big utility for the upcoming rounds, right? They're sitting on that 10, looking to get to 11.
Poggies, yeah.
Margaret wanted the
Yet
kill
they
there
can't,
himself,
yeah.
it sounds like. Showing some expression, showing some life. Started to really wake up yesterday against RRQ, and now continuing, leading the board for his team at 14 kills alongside Ivy. The op finally comes out for Governor. This is another thing that Talon shined at. They were able to just set up Governor and then
Talon
rotate
has to
everyone
win this
over to the
round.
other
If they
side.
lose it, then it's like
So far,
Nongshim ties up
similar
bind.
setup, but, the one prowler from Francis draws so much attention.
This is a lot of pressure.
Just kinda keeps him there.
Because it's like after this it will be 10-9, and but
Squads
they'll be on a
moving
save. They'll be
towards
on another
showers.
thrifty if Talon
Do have
loses
Shit
this.
Boys
So
watching
most
the
likely
angle.
tie up 10-10.
Okay, Dizzy doesn't spot anything either.
I mean,
And you don't want it to
Nongshim,
be
if they
tied up
creep all the way
10-10
to
because
showers
Nongshim knows how to
all this time,
win
they're running
close
spot
spine
somebody, but there's
games.
Steel Garden, so knowing that they should have the weapons advantage, there's the
Ooh.
overdrive as well.
Now
Dombi,
this is a good
okay,
time.
getting a little afraid
Yep.
that he might chase
That's
all the way
huge.
through.
That's
If he
huge
does
value
this
off the
time,
ult. He doesn't
now
kill anyone, but he
Nongshim
creates
will
so much
secure that
space.
A site.
But 5v5 retakes are kind of funny.
Does have snake bite as well, but
5v5
Ivy
retakes are
back, ball
interesting.
right back at
them.
Because you get the plant down, but
Just one tag, so
the only
that's
thing
it.
that's on your
Team
side is
Rams
time.
pushed
That's the
all the way
only
through
thing
the
that's on
race,
your
trying to
side.
prevent a follow-up
Yo,
from
this
Talon.
Vice
There's
utility is
fast lane
so
pushing back up,
annoying.
deny information.
They have to
Asking
go
me,
out
yeah, rebuild the site.
through
Now
heaven.
Governor jumping through, Showstopper online. Nongshim will just wait for it. They still haven't heard the spike being tapped. Eventually gets Zombie from close range. You've now taken over the site, but can you survive?
Oh,
Until
they
they
just...
can't
Ooh,
quite
nice.
knock away the
It's
molly.
half, though.
Done by Wingman. Persia gets taken out. Francis deleted
Oh,
from
wow, that was
Shepard.
good.
One more for Cruz,
Golf
and it all
claps.
comes down to Margaret, but he just doesn't
Golf claps.
have the vision, and the defuse
That's a
comes
beautiful
through
retake.
for Talon. The
5v5
game
retakes
plan
is always interesting. You don't really have advantage in the 5v5 retake. The only thing on your side is time.
Thanks to that nightfall, thankfully,
You got to
from
give it to
Cruz
Talon.
able to
That was
stick
a
that run
beautiful
all the way in,
retake.
Up to 11. The wingman getting the spike down to halfway, just
It was a
added
good
value as
retake, but
well,
also
right? And
kind of
if that
like...
wasn't there, maybe the snake bite
It
comes
was a
out
little
little
poor
bit
by
more, or
Nongshim
maybe for
too.
Margaret to get in
They just
really
kind of
close
gave up
range
sight.
enough
They
to
they
find
had all
the
that
spray.
space and
Thankfully,
then they gave it
Talon
up.
sneaks that round right underneath them, and there it is, 11 to 8. Still sitting on the Cosmic Divide, and of course that operator out from Governor as well, back in towards B-Long once again.
Yeah, once again, it's a setup.
Did you really
Finds
escape the
more than
Jude?
one, I believe, and just going to back out. Rushes for the shot.
I don't know what you're
But
trying
more
to
than
say there,
anything,
buddy.
The fact that your operator stays alive, he repositions immediately to Hookah. and
Oh,
goes
you're
back
being
over
funny. Oh, okay. You're Frieza.
Hold, but back
I
in
see.
towards this A site Nongshim, quickly rotating over. Jit Boys
You're
continues to
funny,
jiggle for
dude.
information,
Funny man.
but it's a little bit risky.
There is a heavy stack on B from Talon, still not able to make up their minds. Now they get the contact, and Nongshim reads this accurately as well. They know that speed is on
It's
their
never too
side.
early for
The
good
rotation
old-fashioned
so far
racism.
really been going as they have intended, but this time, Jit Boys trying to play hero on the site. He is chipped down to 29. He's got to back out.
While he backs out, Danby holds on towards Lamps. Viper Spit comes up from Margaret, and this is going to be Nongshim's to hold. They're trying to keep this fort space as much as possible.
Nah, I'm
while
chill,
Talon
dude.
Tries to launch an assault from the other side, just around the pit. They're going to try to break their way through it.
All right, the Molly just really making sure nobody can actually come through on the pit. Right now, Nongshim just making it so hard for Talon to find any entry, whether it's from above or in front. But Primi starts to break through the line. Chip Boys joins him, so does Ban. The pit goes down, and it's just a clear field, and Domby gets taken
Yeah, it looks
out
like we're going
by
to map
Primi.
3.
Talon now at map point, looking to extend this to split.
Masterfully dissecting the pit. They keep themselves surrounded on the site. And in with that grab net, possibly the Prowler out from Cruz as well. They were able to clear out quite a bit. And because of that, the multiple peaks in through it, they were able to still, deal with Nongshim's utility or the ultimate at the same time. I mean, Nongshim, they had some positions as well. They were still able to hold despite the grab net and everything. But Talon's forces were just a little bit too overwhelming. And that's that map point then coming out.
And that's going to be the timeout. Nongshim.
Timeout.
I mean, they had a heck of a long.
I mean, at
yes,
least this
they
comp
would
looks
love to
better. I mean, I
try
don't know.
to finish things a bit
Because they
early
did lose to
tonight,
Boom
but Talon
Esports
says
on
that's
Bind, but
not
then
gonna
again,
be
it could just be a
possible, so
cause
Nongshim
of the
is gonna be
fact
up to
that
coaching
Dose
staff,
9 was just
see if
fragging
they can
out.
Come up with a solution, try to take this
Yeah.
all the way to overtime.
On towards a round like this, I do wonder if Talon will use Nongshim's timeout as well to really try to go on a bit of a push out on the defensive side to try to deny Nongshim from setting up their executes.
Honestly, I'm not even rooting for a team here either. I'd be happy with either Talon or Nongshim winning.
Overall,
Of course, I would like to see
but
Paper
both of Nongshim
X
fairly effective, but Talon
in the
just
finals, but
making
that
sure
doesn't
they
look
don't
like
take
it's going
any
to happen.
unnecessary risk, really staying disciplined if you're the
Doesn't
ones on
look
the
like
weaker
it at
side,
all.
making sure that you're ready for the retake.
It's not going to
Governor
happen at
still
all.
Online as well here for Governor, and that's something that Nongshim just hasn't quite solved.
I was wondering about that, but this time Governor is not on B long. He's actually marking the angle towards A short.
So switching that up every single round, as any good operator should do. And Nongshim seems to be a little wary of a potential push out. Now the smoke looking to basically act as that fake. Try to draw them in, try to let them know, hey, you could try to get some more information over this box, Governor. He's just watching that one angle. Cruz has his back.
He saw,
the ears
yeah.
of Vice, waiting for an opportunity, and Cruz is
Ooh,
just too many members.
got
The
nothing.
fake out works completely.
He got nada.
Trapped now in the back of sight. Shorty v Shorty. He decides
Oh.
to not run away.
Maybe I
This
spoke too
decision,
soon.
it will not be
Maybe I
as
spoke too
Margaret guns
soon.
him down.
Did I just jinx them?
But as soon as he started feeling a
Nah,
little
we
more
give Nongshim
edge,
one
as soon as
round.
he
We just
missed
give them
one
this
shot,
one
you knew
round.
He had to try to get away, but the blast pack just not enough propulsion. And
It looks like they had a good timeout.
So just as soon as the round started, just as soon as we saw that toxic screen curtain fall, the whole round was over.
I mean, Cruz wanting to get a bit more information, see if anyone's peeked over, because they saw the Vice still hiding behind the box the last time Governor checked. And Talon, they wanted just a little bit more, and they paid for that.
Dambi over here hungry.
Dombi just looking for quite a bit more value.
Oh, it's Dombi. I've been saying his name. All types are wrong.
You know, it's not like he's overextending before the round is over.
I don't know if this is smart. Why are you hunting? I guess because their economy is low. Yeah, you hunt. Why not? That's why. You hunt because you're trying to like ruin their economy a little bit.
But you know, this is Talon at map point.
Let's see. They do have a fade ult.
You can just go for whatever you can get if you are close to it anyway.
Yeah, but this is really where things shine. Margaret chasing through, knowing that the site was empty as well. Good news for Talon is, yeah, Jit Boy's still looking confident, right? He didn't overextend that hero play 2 rounds ago as well. So they still have 3 more chances. Cosmic Divide still online, by the way. 3 rounds in a row for Jit Boys.
Hasn't quite found the opportunity to use it. But right now, okay, Nongshim, earlier on the A execute this time. Thinking about pushing in towards Hookah. Ban up on the tube to spot them out.
Yeah, really going to be trying to mask Jit Boys' position. But
Looks like they're not defaulting anymore.
Early on by the Arc Rose, eventually it gets deleted, so they know at least.
Do you actively see the minimap or do you watch and feel for the play? Because I'm the latter. I do a little bit of both. Like if I feel like a team is defaulting, I look at the minimap. But if they're doing a fast exec, there's no point of me looking at the minimap.
Potential onlookers away, but Primi inside the lamps not quite anything until Dambi slides in though. It's just Governor on the back.
Maybe Neon for them is just the play. Just play Neon in every single map. You know, it's comfort. It's just a comfort pick. Screw it. Screw it. I'm a believer on Neon when it comes to bind. I'm a Neon bind believer now. Even if they lose this game, I'm a Neon bind believer.
Yo, he's too fast, too
I just am.
This is not Tokyo Drift. It's Soul Drift. I can't believe how he's able to just turn the whole round away. Just by
They really
taking
got
down
10
2
here.
Players. Now Talon has saved. We're 10-12.
I mean, Talon does have to save, but they have 3 rifles. And when you have at least like 2 rifles, anything is possible. Like if you have 2 rifles, it's winnable. Okay. I mean, they still got 2 rifles, so they can still win the next round. It'll be an uphill battle, but they can still win the next round with 2 rifles.
Does Nongshim go for a timing play in this next round?
It's not likely, but they can. Oh, they got Brim ult too. I think you saved the Brim ult here. There's no need to use it since the other team's on the Thrifty.
Just a bit too late. They started the rotate, but by then, Dombi is already all the way through lamps. So if Talon adjusts here and Nongshim gets that read perfectly, then that would be one heck of a read from Francis.
There's a chance, but I don't know, man.
I think the Nongshim gold is growing on me.
2 rounds for
Oh, you're just going to use it off rip? I mean, hey, I guess so. Why not?
This is going to be another
Why not? I would save it, but... Oh, they're going against 4 rifles. Yeah. He got 1. He's like, I got mine. Francis, I got mine. Good luck, y'all. Oof. Oh, yeah, this wins. This is the win flank. The winning flank. They know. They know.
They're not close by the short side, and it's just going to be a
GG. We're going to map 3, baby. We're going to split. We ended it on split.
The second map, 13-10.
We are going to split, baby. We got map 3 here. We got Gen G versus DFM. I would love to watch this game, but I think I only have 1 game in me this week. If I had to pick, I still think Gen G's gonna win this. I think. Yeah. But hey, I never know. You never know. If you have a Japanese team in the lower, in the losers bracket, in the elimination bracket, the lower bracket, anything's possible, bro. We saw it with freaking Zeta Division GC and then Zeta back in 2022. If you see a Japanese team in the lower bracket, bro, you be scared. They get that lower bracket buff. They took down Paper X 2-0. They're pretty impressively too. You never know. Maybe they just found their footing. DFM a couple 2-0s back to back. Maybe DFM does beat Gen G. Maybe DFM does beat Gen G actually. Man, I love PRX versus DFM. It was a bummer seeing the streak end, but I'm happy for Japanese reason. They love Valorant. Yeah, they definitely deserve a good team for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Imagine we're living in an era where T1 and DFM makes it to Bangkok. Who would have thought? Imagine if that happens. Imagine. But yeah, let's check out EMEA. Is EMEA almost done? I feel like ooh, this is gonna be a banger too. Heretics Vitality. I still have Heretics winning this, but I mean it could go either way. And then we have BBL. BBL did well. I feel like BBL surprised a lot of people. People were sleeping on on Big Boss Life. That's what their name stands for. Not Big Booty Latina Esports. Team Liquid Foot. I feel like Foot should just step on Team Liquid's neck. They should just destroy them. This should be a quick one. It should be a 2-0. If Foot Esports is real, it should be a 2-0. If Foot Esports doesn't beat Liquid 2-0, they're not a legit team. They're frauds. Maybe that's just me being a little bit emotional because every time I root for Team Liquid, they've let me down in the past. They have. It's true. Americas. I thought BB would win that versus me too, man. Me too. But I guess Team Liquid got tired of being considered mid. This is going to be February the 2nd, which is today. Later today is going to be the South American Showdown. But then again, would you is Leviathan really a South American team though? Are they really a South American team? That's the question. It's still going to be fun to watch. Demon freaking Aspas versus his old team. You know he's going to wake up. You know, he probably in the locker room with his team. Be like, "Hey guys, let me just drop 100 real quick on these fools. Trust me. Feed them to me." Demon 1 versus Aspas is going to be interesting too. I'm still in the camp where I think they should let Tex play Duelists. Have they been letting Tex play Duelists? Like, Tex should be playing Raze. Nope. They have Demon 1 on. Has Demon 1 been looking good on Raze? Oof. Oof. Low-key got diffed by Havoc. Whoa, Demon 1 didn't look half bad, but Havoc still did better, but didn't look bad. First death, first kills, though. We got to work on that, buddy. But not bad. I guess there's improvement, but then again, he's going against Furia. I still think Leviathan should have Tex on Duelists. Like, there's nothing wrong with just having Demon 1 play controller and or like ISO. I can see Demon 1 on Yoru. Yeah. Maybe not. Damn. Damn. I was watching parts of this game live. I just didn't. I forgot Demon 1 did that bad though. Natank. Oh, they had Natank on. Yeah, this just makes more sense. The team did so much better. There's nothing wrong with just putting Demon 1 on freaking controller. It worked when they won with the Evil Geniuses. Natank is legitimately the only French player I think who has a chance of making champs. Like, even though this team is kind of funny looking, they can still make champs. I can see them still make champs. I mean, I'm Mexican, but there's a mix of opinions about Leviathan. Some want their Latin identity back. Others are just happy of having a good team. True. Big facts. I'm rooting for Crew, honestly. Have always been on their side since their champs from hey, Crew always makes champs, bro. They always make champs. So that's not a bad one. Yeah.
Yeah, we could have crossed the second half now. So Nongshim attacking and Talon on the defense. Now this is where things definitely slowed down a little bit more for Talon, but we see how they're just fighting across the map here, really managing to open up these picks as Talon were kind of walking into them.
Yeah, Nongshim just kind of slowed
Who's coming from China again? I know it was EDG and who else? Evil Geniuses and Trace. Yo, Trace was looking nice. R.I.P. to Wolves, man. R.I.P. the Wolves. They should have shuked up the game, too. Good old fashioned Edward Gaming. They lose early and then they show the world. Hold on, we're still here. We are still here. Yo, what's up with these Pacific photos? I've been seeing on Twitter like something had like his own like little model pose. Man, I love Pacific's production, bro. Especially like those Korean thumbnails too. Imagine that. Well, I mean, America's production isn't bad. It's just Pacific has their own style that you can't hate. It's beautiful. I'm glad that they brought back
It's an insane amount for one player to do. So the fact we're seeing
Sobra, because I heard like earlier he wasn't part of the casting, but it just makes sense to have Sobra.
It's so nice when you have your IGL at the top of the scoreboard in a way where it's him saying, like, look guys, if I can do this, you can do this too. I'm gonna lead for the front here. I'm gonna step up.
Who are you rooting for this game? I'm just rooting for a good Valorant. I know I sound like Tarek when he said go Valorant, but I legitimately am rooting for a good game here. Because like Nongshim is fun. Just watching Danby play Neon is really fun. But of course like Talon making it to Bangkok would be awesome. You know, having a Southeast Asian team in Bangkok would be cool to see. It would be nice to see. You know, seeing how that's not going to be Paper X. You know, it's not going to be Paper X. So Talon's the last one standing. So either or. I like the narratives for either or. Honestly. But for Americas, I low-key am rooting for Loud. I want Loud to make it to Bangkok. Because I like an underdog story. You know, coming into this season, not a lot of people believed in Loud. So I like an underdog story. Who else? But that's the thing. Only 2 people from Americas can go through. That's the part that sucks, man. That's the part that sucks. Because low-key from Americas, I like G2, I like Sentinels, and I like Loud. So one of those 3 is just not going to happen, you know? So I definitely like the idea of Loud. So it comes between Sentinels and G2. Because I like Jagamo, man. I like Jagamo's play. Even though he hasn't been like fragging out wildly, you know, he hasn't shown us any like crazy plays yet. It looks like he's been confirming to G2, and that's not the worst thing imaginable, you know. So yeah, I'm not too sure. It's between those 3 teams for me. I mean, in my opinion, Loud have been looking better than the other teams in the bracket. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Loud has been a surprise. Like in my pick'ems, I had Loud beating Evil Geniuses, and then let's look at my pick'ems, bro. Let's look at my pathetic pick'ems. How bad are they? My America pick'ems. Where am I? Oof. Oof. Hey, I got a little bit of green. I got a little bit of green. This has just been bad. 0 out of 25, 0, 0, 0. Where am I? In my record. It doesn't say. I guess it says it at the end. Yeah, my America's pick'ems is cooked. What about my EMEA pick'ems? We got a lot of green for EMEA. My EMEA pick'ems not looking too bad.
that Sky is
Yeah,
the
EMEA pick'ems
we see a lot
are
of
solid.
We see the dog get a lot of value up mid, but for Nongshim, they need to be counting this utility. It's about baiting out the dog. It's about baiting out the nade. That's going to be the key.
Let's see
Yeah,
Pacific. I
it's
think my
hoping to see
Pacific
Queenie
pick'ems are
until
kind of
on the
cooked
Sky,
too.
totally agree with that.
Yeah,
Talon
I had
more
Paper
speed
X
than
winning it
Nongshim.
all. It's
Trusting
cooked.
their style.
No, I had
Once again,
T1
this is
winning
the
it
same
all.
for almost every map for
I had
Nongshim.
Paper X and
Just
T1
small
going through, and I
adjustments.
had like
Games
DFM
to
going
games
through
to
the
games
lower
to games.
brackets. Yeah, my Pacific
I'm
pick'ems
very
are cooked
excited for
too.
Split. We got new comps.
Oh,
and we
what
got
about
two
my
teams
China
who've been
pick'ems?
a little shaky on
Yeah, I
the
had
map,
Wolves
but the
winning the whole
offense
thing
does try to
too.
send it back to our casters.
Not the whole
For
thing, but I had
Alpha
them
Flag.
going to the grand finals. Oh, say it ain't so.
Split. Always bangers on Split. Only
It doesn't
bangers
tell
on
you
Split.
anymore.
And
It
of
used to
course,
tell you
as
where
a
you
map
placed.
3, we hope for nothing less. Nongshim and
Oh,
Talon.
me?
Now, we were talking with the analysts before the match as well, talking about would there be comp
My
changes.
China pick'ems, yeah.
I
I'm
think
not
most
good
of
at
us agree
pick'ems
that Nongshim
anymore, guys.
probably gotta make changes one way or another,
I used
for
to
me
have the
particularly,
magic
just
touch.
because
Not
it seems
anymore.
like
I'm
they've
a fraud.
really warming up to that Taeho.
I'm a
It's great to see
fraud.
Francis continuing on it, but
Dang,
Talon
really wish for
saying,
NRG
okay,
come
we're
back.
not
Me
cooking
too, man.
anymore. We're going back to something a bit more standard.
I supported them, but only for the optic days. Now it's that. You sound just like Zeph. You and Zeph will get along.
Does allow them to move across the map a little bit more fluidly. Altor picked
Of
up,
course,
but
we
there's
got the
still
neon
some
on
that
split.
hold
Why
outside
should
of
we
the
be
ramp.
surprised?
Yeah, he knows
Taeho and
that
Breach
when he
combo's
sees
kinda
he actually
nasty.
calls for support, it's going to be a little bit late, so he has to run all the way over to mid, and they're just going to say, okay, if they've already pushed out that far over to A main, we're just going to try to take control of mid.
And take control of mid, they will. Downbeat further back into possibly
Did he
stairs.
stun
I mean,
himself?
I don't know where he's going at this point. A little bit out into rafters. Back
I mean,
towards
he's making
stairs,
great
back towards
space,
B-site,
but the
along
thing
the
is,
rest of the
5v5
team. So the
retakes are
market is
this,
to hold
like
off
they're
stairs.
kind of
Robot
interesting.
grinding a lot.
I'm not the biggest
Downbeat back
believer in
in, under
5v5
held, but the
retakes.
right
I mean, you
place.
gotta stand your ground
Cam
at
finally
least.
getting cleared out as
You
well.
just can't give
Downbeat
up space.
was
I feel like that's
stuck
what
there with the
Nongshim did
grab, but
wrong.
eventually he will be able to escape just a bit
Not
lower.
wrong,
Salvo
but
going
something
to
that they
allow
did
for
poorly
Downbeat to go for the wraparound, puts
in
that
buying
pressure on.
in
So
these
Talon,
5v5
they now
retakes. They
can't
just
go
gave
for
up
the immediate
space,
flood
but
ban,
now they're
has to watch
taking
for the
it.
flank, and that keeps him tied up.
Yeah, they
Downbeat
learned.
making it sound like he's escaped, and that's
That's
just going to be
beautiful.
the bait for ban, but Primi already now pushing through from the side. The
That was
defuse
just
is
beautiful.
going through. Can they make sure
Beautiful
they
neon
lock it with the util
movement.
for the time being? There's the fault line support. Primi will escape just in time. Downbeat lands one at long range, and he's trying to fight the swing around. 24 HP, but Primi wins
They
out,
did it
and
again.
eventually, Persia
They had
can
space
get
and then
here
they
on
just.
time. Not
Oh,
quite.
that's
DPS
pain.
goes through. They body blocked
These.
all for good old
They just keep
cover.
losing these
60
5v5
DPS,
retakes, man.
What a team to be able to win all 5 pistols for today. Like
And it's like it was so
so
weird because they
good.
had
But at the
space
same
and then
time,
like
the
they
game
kept
plan for
gaining more and
Nongshim
more
to
space
really bait and push all the way
to the
towards
point where they had no
start.
more space. Like they
I
kept
think it was
circling
good, but at
around
the same time, it kind of worked against
in a
them
way.
just because Primi was able to find a lot of these impact
Oh my
frags.
goodness.
The fact that he was able to hold them off for so long gave Talon the defuse.
Yeah, I mean, opening up that site immediately, recognizing that
Yeah,
Primi is
yeah.
all the way
I don't know how he
to
does it
Valley.
either.
So now Nongshim on an eco.
That's how I am with
Two.
Paper X. I just stopped
Pistol
talking about
upgrades here.
Paper
Sheriff
X.
Ghost and Frenzy all
Like
across the
it'd be
board.
so easy for me to
Now
just
on the
make
other
new
side, once
videos
again,
just
double
dunking on
judges.
Paper
I
X,
mean,
but I
Talon,
love
if
them.
they're
I don't
one
like
thing that they
making
prepared
videos to
today,
dunk
it's they're
on
gonna make
Paper
sure that they have
X.
the weaponry to shut down Dombey's neon.
But
And
it
as
just
we're
feels
down
like
to
they
the
have to
markers,
like
we
they
have
have to kick somebody. I just don't know who they're gonna
right
kick.
now, of course, though.
It's looking
Frenzy,
like most people are feeling like
I don't know.
Paper X needs to kick
Oh, it does
Jing,
get drawn out,
but
Jess talked
who
about it. That's
knows?
the one piece of utility. The Frenzy not able to quite land the
That was a
shots.
good
Where's
peek by their
Sura? Where's
breach.
the trade? Oh, Primi with the transfer of the Bulldog. Once again, the Sentinel of B site. Governor now arriving, absolutely pushing them
Alright, we
away.
got some
And so that
movement
lets
mid.
Van know, hey, just get us information on the A side. See if they've ever really quite rotated.
Not quite yet.
Jib boys, good
He
patience.
heard that noise. He's waiting for it. There's the bait out. He doesn't care if
Wow.
he's stunned. He's got the distance closed in. And at this point, I think Nongshim probably starting to wonder, man, are they ever going to stop buying judges? Because it is there every single
I mean,
round
judge
they
and
have the
split.
opportunity.
Name a better combination.
Wonder if Nongshim's ever
A
gonna
judge on split
switch up their pace a
is
little
like
bit
peanut
right
butter
now.
jelly. You
Just
can't name a
Francis
better
on classic.
combination for
They're
Valorant.
able to get a dink here and there, but
Maybe
once
Sova
it
Ascent.
kills, it's gonna be
Sova
terrible.
Ascent is also a
Split
good
things up.
combination. It's a
Four
classic one.
weapons carried
Ascent
over.
is coming
Always a
back
pretty big
next
investment from Talon, but
act,
they're
right?
able
Is it
to at
Ascent?
least carry over
I don't
whatever
know. As long as
have
we
going
don't
on,
have
especially on the defense.
Breeze
Again,
in the map
judge,
pool, I'm
I mean, they'll
cool.
have some value. You are technically at weaker weaponry, but now it's going to come down
Yo, if we ever have a map pool of freaking Breeze, Abyss,
especially on
What's another map that
on
just
this map
sucks?
too. There are just so many spots.
Those
maybe
are like the
through
two that I hate the
screens,
most.
judge, or even just top of A-Rap,
Whenever you see a
these
Paper X
sides
game,
of
you're
these
in for
boxes,
crazy
where the judge
things.
can
Yeah.
find quite a bit.
Who was in
Nongshim
Paper X
previously
before
faced a
Jeans?
lot of,
Monyet. Monyet was on
garage
Paper
outdoors
X,
being
and it was
put up,
during
so
Masters
turning
Madrid.
towards A-Rap.
Ironically enough, Paper X, they didn't look as good when Monyet was on the team, but they had a better record with him, and I think part of that was because they were forced to just like change up their comps and their personnel, and it made it really hard for teams to prep for them. And I feel like that's just like one of Paper X's strengths is just that their flexibility. And I think they went away from that early this year, where they were trying to play meta comps, and like the meta comps that they were playing were like from 2 years ago too, which is kind of interesting. Like when everyone was zigging, Paper X zagged. When it's usually the opposite way. When everyone is going through a straight line, Paper X is the one going crazy. But this, during the kickoffs, it's good to play crazy stuff because people don't have info on you. Back for a little bit. Welcome. How was the workout, dude? Don't tell me you skipped leg day.
And you do have Ivy waiting by ramps.
Still just holding.
Is this loud enough for you guys?
Of course, Talon trying to flood back.
I can increase the volume.
Can't wait to see what they're gonna do. It's the annihilation straight out from screens.
Yeah, it just lands right there in the corner, all the way across the map, and that's going to pull one member away. Domby now has to fight for his life on this side. It's not going to work out. They're already all there. I mean, you might have some utility, but I don't think it's going to be enough. You have the fault line, trying to get them off of it.
Ooh, nice.
He lands the shot from long range. That gives Margaret time to swing around over to Heaven. They're still fighting for their life. They have to get through. They have to get the spam, but Jip Boys, oh! The shot comes through from
You saw Jip Boys? His face widen up at the end. You can see his eyes. That was good. They took Heaven control pretty well. I feel like that's how you need to play A-Link. You gotta have a little bit of Heaven control. At least when you have rifles.
So close, so dicey in so many of these moments, but down to it all, both teams.
The volume's okay. I'd rather hear you more than the shooting. Gotcha. I did legs yesterday, triceps, abs. Ooh, okay, damn.
So you get that round win for Nongshim, but
You sound like you're about to hit the MMA, bro. When are we gonna see you in the MMA?
From the Armageddon, one away from the Cosmic Divide. So
it said triceps, abs, and grips.
There is some opportunity to try to bring things back in this round through those ultimates.
That's something I've never heard someone say that I'm training grips.
A little bit safer right now, just looking for something with the sheriff.
Next thing, well, but I guess I mean.
Similar to that rubber band from before.
I feel like if you're a carpenter, I think that comes with the report his PC. So someone check his PC. The hell? I mean, I know Cypher cages make noise, but still, it's like every single bullet hit the body.
Good relay bolt, only good for one kill though. Premi gets traded out by Francis. He's good for 2 kills. Jit Boys with the transfer shuts down the main forces.
I think you just gotta shake Talon's hand for that one.
Gotta love it.
Because Nongshim did the right thing. They did a B split. Some people went main, some people went mid. Talon was just better.
Because of that, Cosmic Divide up and ready and online for him as well.
Yeah, this is just a timing shot from Ban.
Well, Sunday I tried to do triceps and grips. Saturday I have back and forearms. I did 2 on those days. Just because more time. Abs because I didn't over. Oh, you didn't over the week? Gotcha. Yeah, I need to do that. I might have to hit the gym too because like these noodle things are not healthy for you at all. They are not. This is like 306 calories with freaking 73 grams. Well, 1,600 milligrams of sodium. Damn, that's a lot of sodium. Hold on. Hold on, let me figure out something real quick. Much sodium.
Yeah, draw or wait for bits of the sky utility or the paint shells and everything.
Real quick. A lethal dose of sodium for humans is estimated between 20 to 30 grams. About.
Unless you force him into a bad position, Premi's always going to be.
Well, this is milligrams. So I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe. I don't think I can overdose on sodium from ramen noodles.
Yeah, we'll see if
But damn, that's all it really takes?
I was wondering if Talon
That's
would
it?
try to push out, try to get
That doesn't
ahead
seem like a
of
lot.
and if
20
Nongshim
to 30 grams
wait for him, but right now,
of
both
sodium
teams
is
just gonna take
lethal.
the areas they always can first.
As I'm eating Pringles.
Right now, what's working for them is this
Exactly.
ARAM pressure. Okay, immediate star from Jit Boys just to try to hold them back.
I mean, I'm sure Pringles doesn't have too much
That's how they
sodium,
left that A site open. If it's going to be ults on the site,
right? I'm sure it's not
as
like
long as they hold on to
1600 milligrams
IGL.
like you will find in ramen noodles.
This hides Governor on the side.
You
Yep,
should
there
eat
it
just
is,
1
and
gram
now
of
the
sodium per
crossfire
day.
begins.
Yeah.
Margaret and Dobby down. That's
Yeah,
going to be the
so
tip of the
maybe
spear
I'm rooting for
also.
Talon so I don't have to be
Completely
doing these
erased
Nongshim
Nongshim.
noodle
Oh,
streams.
and Primi out for another angle hold as
But
well.
yeah, I need to hit
Up
the gym
against
too, bro. I got a
Francis
gut.
down.
This is what happens every winter. I get a gut because of the holidays.
Fortunately, Persia falls.
Yeah,
And then
the
I gotta
red
work
light
out
just
before
well
this summer
down
hits.
the
Yo,
sun.
it was
This
70
crazy
degrees
fire
yesterday.
setup of Nongshim.
70 degrees in
that guiding
Texas
light checking
yesterday,
behind you.
y'all.
You know, did you sneak through? 'Cause we
Winter
aren't seeing
who?
you
We
anymore.
had one
We
winter
saw that
storm,
utility early on
and
with
the state of
Bubba.
Texas was like, nah, we're
Now
not doing
Ivy
this
will
again.
just hold if he can
Just
save it.
yesterday, it
He'll
was
be
70
happy to carry over
degrees.
the Phantom. But if not, he will fight for his life. try
But
to get
honestly,
that road runner
takeout
online.
and or processed foods nowadays has a lot of sodium. True.
Kind of
Big
carry them
facts.
all the way over. I mean, close to
Big
their ultimate that
facts.
they can work up to it.
Yeah, I'm low-key
Why not?
rooting for
Otherwise,
Talon so I don't have to
just
do
for the rest
Nongshim
of
noodles.
the first half
Again,
as
this
well,
this stuff is
Talon's already
detrimental
built
to
up quite a
my
bit of momentum,
to my
and
health.
this
But
is
hey,
a
I
talent
committed
that
to it, man. I
truly
committed to it.
looks
If
bold
Nongshim
ready.
is playing on a Sunday, I'm gonna watch them play
That
just for the
confidence coming
bit.
back up one by one. Governor only one away from the showstopper. He'll actually just happily
Wow.
take the orb. That way you don't even give over.
You
the
just
ult
gotta
point
jump
over
on
to the other side. So
a
Ivy's
cut.
still
True.
2
I'm
away,
bulking
but
now.
Showstopper
Another
now
3 months.
online.
Ah, I
Talon
see.
is feeling
True. Yeah, I could
great in
just
this first half.
I could just take a little bit of Ozempic.
Heard, like frosted flakes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's the
You
best
know,
way to
I could
start your
just do the
morning.
Oat Spice,
No,
Ice
we are not
Spice
sponsored.
No.
diet.
But yeah, I mean, that truly is you know, how Talon is feeling right now, as if they just gulped down a delicious bowl of milk and cereal. They're just
If
that
you
good
want,
with
yeah.
how they're able to read it round to round, even picking up
But
the
they're
ult orb,
yummy.
that
If
was
you're
right
already
there,
eating,
ready to
you should
trade
just
off if
enjoy
needed.
it. I
But at the same
guess.
time,
I don't know.
looking at the next round, now you have
Honestly,
some
the only
options
reason
now
why I
with
did
being
this was
the
because I
pick
went to
off Nongshim. You
Walmart
have
and
the
Nongshim had
top
something
line
called Nongshim
backing
Black. I was like,
themselves
what the
and
hell?
down
That's a
against
crazy
Prey
name
that
for a
makes
flavor,
pressure this time
Nongshim
for the
Black.
rest of the team
And I was like,
straight up
screw it. They're playing.
Yeah,
I'm
starting
off
to put
today.
the
Why
big
not?
macro here, but again,
Why
I look at
not?
the immediate reclear from Cruz. He just steps
So
away
far,
from
I
himself.
did
There's
like it
no
though. I'm not
further
gonna
supposed to
lie.
mask that information.
I liked it
So
more than the
that's up
gold.
close. Now he should recognize that there was a pass.
I've been
He's
bulking for
gonna
like
pull.
7
See if
years.
Zombie tries to get curious. Oh,
Yo, your
Zombie
cut's gonna be
finds him right at
legendary.
the edge of the smoke, guns him down with the stinger. Gravnet does catch him.
What's an
Does the
unhealthy?
Baramish trap him? I don't
This
quite
lifestyle,
know. The
not
relay
food. That's
mode will
true.
keep Primi trapped away.
Okay,
And
Dabby.
Zombie in your face. And that's
3K?
a triple kill for the Stinger. Now traded for the Vandal. Even picked up the spike. He is all over this A site.
Deep
All right, we gotta
smoke
lock
support.
in
I
this
mean, for Persia
match.
to hold off back at work screens as well. Showstopper from Governor tries to try to retake space.
Doesn't hit
though. Pink
anybody.
shells to clear out elbow, but Nami pushes out against him. Governor
Oh, he
trades
almost had the
down to
ace.
Margaret alongside Persia. Just Governor with low
1v2. I don't like
Cam
this.
makes
Like
sure
they're
that
kind of
he's
separated. If you look at the mini map, they're kind of
Still be
separated.
stuck somewhere
This is an
over
easy
on
fumble.
screen.
This is a
Cam will
fumble
keep an
alert.
eye on him. And there it is. Smile for the camera, Governor.
But
This
nah,
is
Astra has
good.
heaven. They shouldn't
Down to
lose this though.
30
Yeah, I was about to
HP.
say
Margaret
Astra will
picks up
still
the
have
kill.
heaven.
And it's a classic Dombey round from Nongshim.
Because I was like, what the hell is Astra doing up there?
Absolutely nuts and ridiculous with how he's able to
But they
pull that
had
off.
it.
Quick with the stinger and the movement straight out ramps. Yeah, I thought it was like some kind of a bit of a fake, but then immediately as
They
soon as
shoulda
he
let him
finds the
ace,
contact
dog.
against Cruz, gets into sight. The fault line from assistance from his teammates as well.
Oh, bro,
But
he was
because
so
of that, he's then
close.
able to take
That would have
down
been a
the
sick
next player
ace. He
with
knows it
rifle
too.
to Take Primi down. So much value.
Yeah, he said he wanted the one to get the aces. Well,
They have
technically he
3
was 4
ults
Ks,
this
but for now
round.
he'll get the 4
There's no
Ks.
reason
If
for
it
Nongshim
leads
not.
to
Oh
a
yeah,
win,
they
just
won
like
that
it does
round.
for Gen G,
They
they
won
still
it.
have a little ways to go to catch
They
up.
won it.
Talon still
The
up
noodle
at 4
company won.
rounds. Sonic sensor set up on the A side, and now the trip in mid, so they can watch for it with a trap play early on. But if they need to push and pull, they'll be happy to leave that area of the map open as they'll have that passive information.
I like the Nongshim Black. Ironically, right now I'm eating the chicken. I don't know. I feel like the spice doesn't really complement the chicken broth. I like the black version better. I'm not the biggest fan of spicy noodles anyways though. Like I don't even like Indomie.
I don't mind this Armageddon.
Right.
They're playing it very safe. Obviously,
That's
this
just me,
would provide
though.
much
Like, I'm
more
kind of
value, but
biased.
You had zero insight into who
It's
else was on
alright.
Heaven. You just
Like,
saw
I'll
one
give the
push
Nongshim
out,
Black
and
like
you
a
gotta
7
imagine
out of
that there was
10.
going to be backup because you saw the
And
grab
then
net
like
as
the
well. So
Nongshim
just in case
Gold,
there were more,
which is just
they used
basically
that.
chicken
They're gonna
broth.
be able to get the plant,
I
and
give it
now
like
them
maybe like a
having
5 or
extra
6 out of
ultimates as
10.
well, they imagine,
It's not
okay, as long as we
horrible,
spread out and keep our angles covered,
but
this
it
ghost
wouldn't
lane
be
should
my
safe,
go-to
and that's
pick
exactly
either.
what's happening. Talon saving their weapons onto the next round.
What hero
It's a
is
solid plan,
Francis
especially with
playing?
Armageddon.
Teho.
At the same
Teho's a
time,
new
for
character.
Talon's side, now looking at their
He has a
economy,
freaking
yes, the save
airstrike
makes sense. You might also want to start
and
thinking
guided
about
homing
maybe
missiles.
the timeout,
He is so
because
busted
Nongshim
in
has
team
been
play.
repeatedly taking
Like,
so
I was
much
playing
pressure,
him not too
so
long
much
ago, like
space
2
up
weeks
around the
ago, bro.
horizon
I was
for
getting
their
so
setup.
many kills with my
And
utility.
Talon, you know,
So
maybe
many
a round before
kills.
they were able to hold
Nah,
safe
initiator,
play off towards the
initiator.
outside.
Think of him as Breach,
Conservatively,
but
especially when Governor was up around the ropes, but with the
he's
upcoming
like a
rounds
mixture
now,
of Breach
where
and
they start to let
Brimstone,
that
where
slip,
like his
you gotta
utility,
find some kind of solution
you
to hold
use
that
like a
off or
freaking
work around it.
iPad, similar to how
Yeah,
like
small
Brimstone
adjustment this previous
uses an
round, but
iPad
obviously
for
not
his
the one that
smokes.
they needed.
It's just a lot of
So
point
the
and
coaching
click
staff
ability.
will call for a timeout.
Yeah.
Try to regroup with the rest
Oh,
of
I
the
like
players
spicy
in
food.
the server.
I like spicy food. Like my peoples are Nigerian. I was like born in Nigeria, but I left when I was like 2 years old, which is why I don't sound like I'm Nigerian at all.
I mean, of course, that time they had the
But yeah, we eat a lot of spicy food. I just don't like spicy noodles.
immediately as
That's just
Elbow
me.
pushing against screens.
Like I like
And then
Indian
you still-
food.
they
I
never
like
quite
what we
figured
call
out
jollof rice. It's
conversions
very
works. A
spicy.
couple of these rounds,
Our
he's just
tomato
super
stews
safe,
are
all the way
always
back,
spicy
eventually
too.
regroups with the
I
team.
just feel like sometimes the spice can overpower the
Straight his
flavor and it
mind.
doesn't really complement
Yeah, and it sounds
the
like
rest of
okay,
the
yeah,
dish.
yeah,
So like
he's
if it's
liking what he's
just
hearing.
if the dish is
I
just
saw
spicy for the
yes
sake
there.
of being
You know,
spicy, I'm
sounds
just
like
like,
Cruz saying, okay, I
no,
get
thank
what
you.
you're
Unless
putting
I'm
down,
sick.
pick
That's
it
one
up.
thing I've noticed. Like whenever
Go
I'm
back
sick
into the
and I
next
eat
round.
spicy food, I feel so much better
Hopefully,
afterwards. Like whenever I'm sick, I either
confidence.
eat spicy food or I just work out.
Southeast Asia's
Right?
last
I
hope
just
right
make the
now.
environment so
This
unpleasing that the
final
virus
map,
is like,
gotta
yeah, I can't
imagine
do
as
this.
well
I'd
that
rather die.
you're working against a
than
team-
live
a
in
team
this
like
body.
Nongshim that has been tested through and through.
I think.
And now
I mean,
you
I'd be
have to
using
test
Teo on every map
yourselves, your
in my
mental
ranked
all
games.
the way against them. Feeling a bit of
But
that
ranked
pressure
games
as
are
well,
different than
considering
pro
the fact
play.
this is elimination
I mean,
after
as
all.
long as you have the right team
Look at this,
idea,
off
I
the
think
timeout.
Teo's
Okay, we
good,
pressured
especially if you
A-side
play him
enough.
with Breach.
Yeah, it's going to be a full A setup. Now, I like what Talon's doing, though. Put up all the delay possible on A site now. We can't deal with it. Let's just delay
But
him.
he is
But
still
that
a
means
new
we're gonna
agent,
heavy step
so
on B.
we probably
Keeps
just
the
haven't
Suns
had
on
enough
read. There's
time
the
for
Rolling Thunder
teams to
Deep
figure
left
him
side.
out
It's an
yet.
immediate flood all the way
The
back
amount
to
of
the
times
ball
Dabby
already.
be
Outside, ready to pop out of Raptors. Ban already on the site.
stunning
Not
himself
gonna
is
be able to
kind
get
of
it from Cruz.
crazy.
Good
He
for the
stuns
fake. Governor
himself
guns
way
down
too
Dabby.
often.
That's the overdrive gone. Still a trade even. But
W-
Barner in with the drop.
W
Governor
flank.
swivels on a dime. Ivy
Yeah.
all alone, 1v2. Still no information about Jit Boys.
But
and
it
he
wasn't
will
enough.
arrive in
It
time
wasn't
to
enough.
secure the round for Talon.
What a timeout conversion. I mean, just the perfect setup, the perfect possible.
Yeah, I
read.
do. I work
Best
out when I'm
possible setup
sick.
that they could
I don't get
have.
sick
And
often,
Nongshim
so I
was
just
to
work out. I
repeat
raise
their
up my
same
body
steps from before.
temperature.
All the delay
Because like that's what happens when you have a fever. A fever is just you raising your body
Because these
temperature
four
to
players
fight
were able to find
a
their kills.
disease.
They were able to
So I'm
turn
like,
everything
screw it.
upside
I'm a
down. Nongshim,
ooh.
they still were able to flood into the site. The Paramesh came out just
That's
in
what
time for
happened.
that
I thought he got
but
two.
at the same time, because
But
Governor
he
was able to
died. The
spin
Cypher
around,
died.
find these kills, take down
Margaret.
The whole round went towards Talon. 5-3 now. Back to the next round.
Seeing how they're double
Four
initiator,
stacked
they're
up
an
on mid.
offensive team.
Yeah, just waiting
So they definitely need to
for
win
that.
this
Tripwire
this
gets
round.
shot.
They need at
Just
least like
spraying.
5 or
There's the
6.
Pesos, there's the grab
Nongshim.
net. Just outside of
Nongshim
range
needs
for
at least
Peoples.
5 or
Davi's gonna
6
count his lucky
this
stars for that one.
half. They're an extremely offensive team. Unless they have like some trap play set up, which I guess is possible with
Immediately
Breach.
swinging out in front. I don't mind the attempt, but he couldn't land the
What's
shot.
interesting is that they're
Didn't wanna
gim
wait
the
for
bomb
drone
to
get spotted
Francis.
first, wanted to swing out while they were waiting
I would
for the
probably
dogs
either
there
give
on
the
the
bomb
ground.
to Breach instead, because I feel like Breach's ult is better than Tejo's ult.
Far up close, so it's a little bit unfortunate as soon as he peeks.
Like Tejo's ult's okay, but Breach is just better. His ult's just better.
Nongshim gets to flood and rush in towards the A site. Jit Boys though will be able to try to hold
Smooth
inside
criminal,
the nebula
Jit
alongside
Boys,
the Annihilation. He
smooth criminal.
swings the second
He
kill
was just
out.
dancing around that smoke.
Primi with
with immediate
And they still don't know where
assistance.
he
Now Governor
is.
inside of sewers, tries to get ahead, but
Astra's
unfortunately
in
shot
sewers
down
too.
by Ivy. So a 2-on-3 scenario.
I think you got to take heaven first. You got to go up ramps, buddy.
Seems very impossible. Talon, meanwhile, they want to keep the lead. Seeker's going to be used. Both of them coming from this A side. Both of them coming from A main.
You have to take up ramps. You got to take heaven control.
Premi's just gonna
You
hold
just
it off,
have
angling
to.
screens and everyone else making sure they have a
They're
cross
saving?
player
You're
on
saving?
the site.
Aww.
And
Why are you
Nongshim
saving?
will
I guess
go
it's because
for the
their
save.
economy isn't that great.
10 seconds left.
That's kind of a
Value for one
bummer.
timeout. Talon
Yeah,
will
they just
get
don't have
better
enough
and better.
time.
Just being able to work
But I
around
do
it.
love
They
spicy
have to force
food
back up
choices
towards
from
mid.
Mexico. Yeah.
With how
Yeah,
they're
I'm
able to
Tex-Mex
get
and
the reinforce the rest of the map as well.
Tex-Mex is
On the rotations, just to
Tex-Mex
back
is
up A.
amazing, bro. I'm with you on that.
Well, the
I don't know
Cosmic Five's not
Nigerian
finding
food or
use
any
for
food from
Prodigy
there.
just yet.
Just cause
And
I
then,
made it from high
unfortunately,
school presentation.
not able to
Ah,
land the shot
couscous.
fast enough there.
Yeah, I think
While
couscous
the
is
gatekeepers,
more.
they can take away the drone
I
and
think that's more like
members
Central
taken out.
Africa
Nongshim fast on
instead
that
of
one.
West Africa. Couscous.
See if
I don't even know
Nongshim
where
does
is
find a way to
couscous.
kind of adjust back into this.
I never had
Talon, though, still
couscous.
keeping things varied up across the entire map. Stars up towards mid, a bit more pressure from
Oh, that's
Nongshim, but
Arabic.
just picking up
Oh yeah, that's
the
Northern Africa. Okay,
from
couscous is
Garage.
more Northern
Ooh,
Africa.
This time, Margaret a little bit
Yeah,
caught
that's.
outside of ramps.
Yeah, I never had
Players looking to
couscous.
try and spam him down. Oh, just for 1 second. the
Maybe
cage goes
Pokimane
off,
had
spotted it.
couscous. She's from
Yeah,
Morocco.
no way to get out of that one, but that's good util investment because now you can keep your eyes set on to
Teo
the
really
site.
does have the worst drone in
Some
the
trip
game,
wires
doesn't
just
he?
for delay, just to
It's
see
so easy to break
information
it.
on the setups in the post plant, but they will slowly get cleared out.
You have it?
by
That's
one.
interesting.
You still have control of Valley. You still have control of
Or are
Valley,
you
so
saying
it's
that
not
in a
bad
dirty
shot for
way?
Talon as they look at a 5v4 retake, but a nice first shot from France is going to even things up.
Cosmic Divine right there to block off Garage.
This
but
is so
still
messy.
Trying to keep them pinched down around the pillars. Nongshim will continue to fight. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
though,
they just don't know how to play post plant. Their post plant is just.
around it, but 2 targets, a little bit staggered in their positions in their A pull.
They just struggle on the
to
post
gun him
plants.
down. Talon with yet another round, a successful first half so far.
I feel like Nongshim
Really good
originally had
double
like a
swing
decent
out
idea
wider
with their
as well,
post
just
plants, like
understanding
where they
that
take
there's a good
sewers.
chance that
But maybe
Persia
because
goes for
everything was
another
just going
spot
too
right
fast, they
before
couldn't
the
take
second
sewers
main,
this
trying
time.
to go for a timing. A lot of players will go for that, see if they can pick
Like
off
Nongshim
more.
can get on the
At this
site, they
point,
can
make sure
plant.
still a
It's
2v1.
just after that,
Talon
it's
holding
like
strong amidst the chaos, but I also want to give
they
props
just
for the
lose.
switch
I'm not
on
too
the
sure if
side,
it's
right?
like a
This time
case of
again,
them
set up
playing their
for
post
a
plant bad,
goes in deep with
or
the,
if
you know,
Talon's
trip
post plant
wires
is just
will
better.
find him, but they're not going to get taken out easily by
I
the
don't know
early
what it is,
salvos.
but it's just
And
like
this way
a
we can
common thing that I've been
reposition
seeing
a
with
little bit.
Nongshim.
Now another stack of utility onto A, and this time we go over to B. Now what are their
How can I
positions?
say it
Because
in a
Nongshim
dirty
just
way,
ran,
you weirdo?
okay, it's
I don't know.
Jaguars middle
Couscous sounds like
side,
something else,
right?
like
Gets
punani,
B,
or
and
I
they're
don't
trying to
know.
rejoin on Heaven, so curious to
I'm
see
just
if
I'm
they
just a
can strike
dirty-minded
within.
person, I guess. Looks like they're defaulting a little bit. Cypher anchoring A flank
Maybe
for
truly
Nongshim.
back in towards mid. There is a star
Text
there
mess
for
food is
Mid
as
Boys,
good
though.
as good can be.
Players
Yeah,
hold outside of mailroom.
facts.
Nongshim with the creep up.
So Nongshim
All right, let's
able
lock
to
in,
just
guys. Let's lock
battle through
in.
right now. Zero information. They only have a little bit of vision in through B garage, but no information, quite frankly, on the A site. They're just watching to see if anyone's pushing aggressively with that camera from Margaret. So playing a
Ooh,
bit
high-low.
scared. It's a high-low.
How
He spots
loud?
one. Might have spotted both, in fact. So he's gonna back away. Notices that it's a sky.
Yeah.
Getting that
But
information
most of the
from
action is
Pro.
happening
They'll
mid.
be holding close, but immediately Governor says, "Get the heck out of here!"
Later,
And he will
boo.
shut down the Neon.
Bye-bye.
No entry for you.
No
So
Rosa
good so
for you.
far. Talon has been able to meet Nongshim every step of the way. Now, possibly with the paint shells as well, to continue to fend them off.
Astra's still in
He
garage
holds
though.
such a tight
They're
angle
doing a
up
pretty
around
good
the
job at trying to
edge
figure out
of
where
Raptors.
everything is. Tejo's
Rest of
A
the
heaven.
team here to ready and play around it as well. Cosmic Defy comes up, and that's the signal for Governor going for a quick peek. Takes out at least one. Margaret down to low HP. Jit
Ooh,
Boys onto the other
Jit
side.
Boys.
Flicks the angle up towards heaven.
Jit Boys is just
Continues
finding
to hold
himself
up
in
that
good
garage.
spots,
That's
bro. He's just
Bursted
feeling
down.
this map
All
so
that's
well.
left. Frentz is out from hell, trying to
Split
find
is
a
his
bit more
map,
spacing,
bro.
but
Split
time
is his
sunned
map.
out. Primi gets the final frag. Talon up to 8.
Yo, Jit Boys is low key
Really
a
good
difference
plays from all
maker.
members on that B side.
He
Governor
just
with the
he
first
just has a
shutdown.
great feeling of
And
this
then
map.
Immediately, we're going to see Jit Boys when he realizes, okay, Margaret's been tagged up. He just wants to make sure that he can keep his eye on main, so he quickly swivels back up to heaven. And then look at this reposition, making sure that Persia doesn't have that pre-fire. It's just a lockdown.
Low-key, Jit Boys is the MVP for Talon so far. Yeah, I don't think Nongshim's gonna win this. Their comp is very offensive, and I mean, if they can win like maybe the next 2 rounds, they have to win like at least 5. They need to get 5. Bare minimum is 5.
But this time it's the full team right around this side, just looking to full possible.
Yeah,
full
Nongshim
second.
is Simpreza. Yeah,
Farm
it's the
salvos,
team that
really
went
both
from
even spent.
That client freaking Premier. They came from Premier.
Salvo's being used nice and early just to clear out space, but this time they'll make sure they secure it. Up through heaven, it's a crossfire. Governor, he's
Damn. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Governor was blinded for forever.
There's going to be a surround here. Premi needs to win that. He's going to hold on to heaven. That'll keep Nongshim locked up just a bit. Allows for his teammates to re-enter. Everyone is tagged up. They still don't expect Domby to remain there. And now it's Ivy. It's just
Yeah, they have to stay ramps.
Domby swings out again. Premi's ready for it.
Premi's just
Alongside
different.
The dog, Ivy holds really far back just to keep them a little bit interested or create enough pressure that they're going to keep thinking about that towards the back of their minds. Meanwhile, the rest of the team from Nongshim to hold around the site.
Yeah, I like their logo too. Their logo is so much better, but I mean, hey, when money calls,
So there's a timing here from
I mean, at least the players are getting paid. At least I would hope they are.
Between Francis and Persia. Francis not to win it, but there's the fault line. The annihilation to keep him at bay. It does land. So Ban, in a 1v1, you just need to win this fight. But Persia says no.
They got one. They need at least one more round to make this entertaining.
The annihilation. Smart and forward thinking. He was able to land that, but down to the final shot. Unlucky with how Persia was able to read that and play ahead of him.
One thing I will say is that the Sin Gold does smell better. It smells better.
Still, though, it's not too bad of a first half for Talon. This ends in a 4-8.
Yeah, I mean,
48.
Kind of the
Oh, I'm stupid. I don't know
just
math.
given how you were looking coming into
I don't
it.
know. I don't
It's
think
still
Nongshim is
again
winning this.
feeling fairly
Unless
confident
they just
to
have some
switch up to a
crazy
more
defensive trap
now
plays.
traditional composition.
I think Talon makes it through.
But unfortunately, despite the quick turnaround on
But
that
maybe they make me eat
annihilation,
my words.
originally thought about using it to clear the site. They're not able to secure that last round. And the more worrying thing is Nongshim, they're just enjoying themselves again, just like they were yesterday.
I'm not gonna lie,
42
Couscous does look kind of
rounds on map
interesting.
2. I'm just saying,
I
we're
never
just
had
playing
it
some
before.
Valorant
Is that
here
corn?
on the
Or
biggest
is that
stage in
just like
Pacific. No, the worst case,
form
we
of
just get better
tofu?
for stage 1. What a mindset
It
to
looks
have
like
come off
rice,
lose
but it's
meanwhile
not
Talon.
rice.
Not only did they go to champions, not only did they
That's
finish as a top
interesting.
4 team in Pacific, but they would love to return to an international stage at their home ground. Back-to-back international appearances to finally start to silence the doubters.
Let's see what Reddit's been saying.
Yeah, you can truly see the
One thing I've noticed from the Valorant Reddit community, we don't have enough memes. We need more memes on this page.
both teams smile Nongshim,
Chat kicking
more
his feet,
tense,
giggling right now.
serious on the side of Talon.
Oh, that
They're
really
feeling that
sucks. That's
pressure.
funny.
Of course,
Yo,
Liverpool
Chet looks kind
comfortable
of
with 4-8,
buff.
with 8-4 scoreline in their
Okay,
favor,
we
of
see
course,
you,
but
Chet. Been working
we'll
out.
see how this all shakes
Okay,
up
that's
in
what's
this
up.
final half of the
Him and
entire
NRG broke
series.
up. He's up. They're
Talon starting
broke.
things off on the
Go
attack.
ahead, Chet.
Governor, just a full setup, half armor on top of the blast packs. And
Oh, they got a
crazy
lineup.
speed
What's
set
this
up
lineup all about?
to be a little bit of that raid boss.
Is this for backup B?
It's going to be successful. Smoke comes out, but he is not going to
Oh,
stop.
that
He
was
jumps all the
for
way through.
Hell.
That's a headshot onto Persia. That opens things up
Interesting.
for Talon
I do like me
immediately.
a lineup.
Quick turnaround from heaven. There's a good tag, and Dobby jumps down, but Premi's ready for it. Trade from Francis, but
Good
Spike's
trade.
still down, and Ban
Neon's
still
movement
hit
is
in
just
the middle
so
of the
fun
map.
to
I think he
watch.
hopped over, so he was
They
kind of
know.
blurred out by
He
Francis. There it
knows.
is. A shot from the
Francis
flank, picks up the
knows.
ghost, and maybe a slight opportunity.
2v2
Nongshim
though.
trying to retake now. Ooh,
Looks like
all
they're
the
gonna
way
be doing
through
a
the back of
pinch.
garage, actually.
Yeah, just banking on the fact that there is nobody in
Pinch
garage. Quickly
time.
Clear it, the flash just to keep their attention tied up. Jit
They
Boys found.
they put
There's the
grains
stun,
of
pushes him
Somalia,
away.
but I
Don't
think
he was
rice
in
or
it. Jit
corn
Boys is
could
ready
make
for it.
the trick.
That's a swivel
IDK,
180.
gotcha.
Ivy now pushing forward, has to find the 1v1s,
this is not
but this
good.
is one of the
Yeah.
worst angles for it. And Jet Boys with a triple will give Talon every
Not a-
single pistol.
Yeah, I was
fight.
about to say Talon has won every single pistol round.
6 out of 6. Just
It's amazing that
unbelievable performance thus far. I mean, they've
Nongshim was
always
able to
good
bring it to
start
like
things out
3
this
maps
way,
without winning a
but
single pistol
especially with some of
round.
these players in their hands right now. I mean, effectively in that final 2-on-1, a crossfire setup, but also Jit Boys.
I made it with
spot
rice because I
everything out.
couldn't find something
It's
similar to
kind
those
of been a
grains.
rock
True.
for Talon
That's
right
fair
now on
enough.
this map.
Put
Yeah,
your
I'm
own little
happy to
flair
see
to
that
it.
because that was what he looked like when he debuted
I mean,
in
cooking
Pacific
isn't
2 years
written in
ago.
stone.
But he started
You can
to
do whatever
feel
the
that
hell
he
you
needs to make
want. It
some
looks
hero
like
plays here and
we
there.
have. Oh, I
Sometimes
thought they
it
were gonna
works,
go
sometimes it
mid a
doesn't.
little bit.
But here today in this match, we get
Frieza.
Nongshim returning to his original self.
3 men walking it
Holding
down
main
mid
on
is
one part of the map.
crazy.
This time Talon all grouped up. It's a fast push out from mid.
Oh, they're about to
Nongshim
get push
not sure
pinch
if
from
they expect it
garage.
because they have nobody
Watch this
walking.
garage pinch. Garage pinch.
Waiting for it. They're ready for
Oh,
it.
but they
Governor
know
with
they're
2.
hit.
Connects
They're
on
hit.
to 3. Already halfway there for the show.
They tried it. They read them like a
So
book though.
cognizant
Like they knew they were gonna go
Now the
garage,
other
and they
side of the
almost
map
pinched
as
them.
well.
They
Okay,
just,
and the rotation's already over. It's just Margaret to hold
it's
her
just
up on
Talon was
feet.
aware.
You're alone. You got a classic. No way this
Talon
happens
just
for
knows
Nongshim.
this team pretty
Talon,
well.
they're happy to launch this death march straight into the A site. There
Talon
are
just
some
really
trips
knows this
around,
team
so
pretty
maybe
well.
an opportunity for Francis to get away with a kill or two, but not too much. Actually, not going to be finding anything.
Yeah, Salvo's used as well.
I mean,
Just
but then
trying
again,
to get
Talon
a
should have
cheap
won
kill.
this game anyways.
But
I mean, this
now,
round.
not gonna find him
It's
much.
it's
In
team
spite
diff,
of it,
gun
chip
diff,
damage
gun
here and
diff,
there,
not
both
team
left the
diff,
Governor
gun
and
diff
Chip
round.
boys. Those straight rank clicks. But Governor,
My
he's on
Spectre doesn't hit
40
like
ace. He already
that.
picked up the orb as well. He'll get his showstopper if he
Let
wants.
him
He finds Margaret.
ace.
Margaret, you gotta
Let
run.
him
You gotta
ace.
run. They're
Let
coming for
him
you. Oh,
ace.
the ace is inside, and Cruz
No.
says, "Ah, we want the round. We don't quite care about
Boo.
Yeah. The round secured. Also, you know,
Sign
a
that.
little
Good
bit of
stuff,
an
good
all point for
stuff.
Cruz is always good value. It's always good. 10 to
Mainly
4,
because
such a good score
Premium
for Talon
has
to
a
beat
chance to
right
show
now.
why any
You
region
can
and tier
see
2
the
players
player
are worth a
can't wait.
chance.
Congrats
Yeah,
on that. Once Governor
for
found
sure.
his fork,
Wasn't
he
Premi
starts to
picked up from
smirk a
rank?
little bit as he starts that
I guess
hunt
he
to
did
push
play
his
some
line.
tier
You know, the
2.
final player all the way in front of the Cruz.
That's what I wanted to know.
What?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know
see.
because come on, that
I
one
thought
looked like
Premi
it
was
was
just picked
worth
up
giving
from
over,
rank.
but
I thought he was
either
just a ranked
way, only
demon.
1 point away from that.
I mean, I wouldn't be
showstopper.
surprised if
If
he
you can get
played
an orb, it's gonna be an explosive entry, trying to get Talon up to
tier
11
2.
off of their bonus.
Starting things off. All right, 4
I
stacks straight to
mean,
garage.
he played. It looks like he played in tier 2,
I want to
in
try to get that
2022,
Molotov. Chip Boys takes a
and
lot
then
of
he had a
damage,
2-year
but it's
gap,
going to be
and then he had a no-name
given
team in
over. Showstopper
qualifiers.
Online, Dombey with a nice 2-tap with the judge.
It doesn't look like he was ever in
Too,
Ascension.
adventurous possibly.
I don't know. I feel like
As much
he's
information as possible
he
around the
played
inside,
in
but
tier 2,
now you found
in
it. It's a
2022,
touch around the top of
and then
the
he
rest
was
of the
playing
team
in
will
tier
have
3.
to work with what they've got now.
I don't know. I guess you could say he was a tier 2 player.
Dog doesn't find anything much outside of
I
Nail.
guess.
Persia, he's waiting for them to try to creep in, maybe with just contact. There's the gravity well, but Governor's
He
already
tried.
passed it. Finds one.
Ooh,
With
Governor.
the Guardian, a 180 opens things up for Premi.
Somehow we're in a
That's the
2v2
second
again.
out, possibly spike planted as well. Baramash instantly to block things off. Spike picked up, or at least able to just get that plant in while Cruz holds back.
Yeah,
Look at
I
Francis.
mean, from what I've heard is like Apex rank is just a different beast. From what I've heard.
Quite well aware of it. Premi finds sight of Francis. They each know the position of one. Cruz still holding all the way back, trying to get a little bit of a heal.
A lot of pro players say APAC in Asia, like APAC rank is just a different beast. They might be the best players in the world. Which might explain because it's like they have the most amount of players who came straight from tier 2. Wow, they traded.
The Salvos did their job, but Premi did his as well.
That's a oh wow.
my goodness.
That's
Of
interesting.
course, of course.
Nongshim just can't catch a
When
break.
it's just Premi.
But yeah, they had Karon. Karon came straight from rank, and then DFM has another player called GN who came from rank 2.
And he just didn't care. He
So
knew
it's like,
that was his one job.
I mean, I
Get
guess
the
it's
kill.
true. Who needs tier 2
He
in
brings it home.
Pacific when you
This
just
is
have
now
ranked
a
demons
talent.
everywhere?
Up on towards 11. And at
Best
the same
viewers?
time,
What? I
Nongshim
can
is
buy
running out
viewers
of
on Twitch?
chances,
Say less.
facing
Actually, no one click
elimination.
on that link on Twitch. Don't be stupid. That's definitely 110% a
Long
scam.
match for Nongshim yesterday. They came in
I have to
looking
say that because I have such a
strong
monotone
on
voice that
that
people
Lotus.
can't tell when I'm being
Just
sarcastic.
told the world that it doesn't matter if the data's out there, it doesn't matter if we've had to grind the night before. We're here to continue.
But yeah, let's see
perhaps
GN. GN's
The tank
on
is finally
whatchamacallit,
running low as they struggle
DFM.
to find a solution.
GN. I hope I'm saying his name right. He doesn't even have a picture. Doesn't even have a
This is what it
picture.
takes for
GN's on
Right
DFM.
round.
Where was he
Yes, it's
before?
2
Yeah,
overtimes
they picked him
in
up
2 different
straight from
years.
rank.
And
GN
so
was
many
a
games,
nobody,
who
and he
knows,
came
but
straight
right
from
now,
rank.
yeah, it really has
Karon. I
been
think
quite
Karon had
hard
like
for them.
some tier
The
3.
timeout being called now, looking for any
experience.
possible solution so far on their
Glow up.
defensive side.
60. 2. This is
Oftentimes,
qualifying
spirit's
groups.
still relatively high for Nongshim.
Close qualifiers. Yeah, he was like in tier
That
3.
can lead to victory
I
once
wouldn't even
again.
really call that tier 2. He's in freaking tier 3. He got picked up straight from rank
Shields, some
as
slight
well.
upgraded rifles.
Pretty much.
Wait,
Is there anyone else that got
Should
picked up
be
from
a,
rank?
turn
Probably like
boss.
some Chinese players, right? Probably some
So we'll
Chinese
wait to
players got
see.
picked up straight from rank.
Just a quick gear check
I don't
on
think
that
anyone from
timeout.
Americas came straight from rank. I can't think of anyone from
Said that
EMEA
rank
that came
lead.
straight from rank.
Francis was sitting on an Armageddon.
Yeah, I know Demon 1 was considered a ranked demon. Yeah, did Demon 1 play in tier 1? Or in tier 2?
Just thinking about their defensive side for now, you know, maybe looking at some retake opportunities with the composition.
Let's see.
Have, but otherwise, still facing a bit of a tough
I don't
time.
think Demon 1 played in tier 2. I could be wrong though.
Oh, well, that was quick.
Okay, yeah, he did play. It looks like he did play a little bit in tier 2. Yeah, Demon 1 had some experience in tier 2. A little bit.
Still online, didn't have to use it. Guardian was all he needed on that bonus.
Or was he from Demon 1 though? Okay. Glad I'm on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch just has a problem with people trying to buy viewers. I'll be right back, guys.
Domby, good for 2, just taps him right out. There's Yarmageddon. That pushes him way out of the entire zone. Spike now dropped.
I have retrieved the spike.
Quick off the timeouts, finding a bit of a pinch against Talon with their supposed execute, but right now, Jit Boys finding the shot through mid as well. 2 on 4 with the spike picked up. A quick race towards the B site. Is it enough though? Truly, it's going to take quite a bit of time for Band to reach his destination.
Yeah, Domby's well aware of it. Jitboys just has to go out. He has to get kills. He has to get more space, and he needs to win this fight, but it's just not going to be enough. Ivy's way ahead of it. Jitboys does not expect him to already be at that angle. The salvos will keep them at bay. Now they know for sure because they have vision of ramp as well, and Nongshim will get that shutdown off of that timeout.
So 5 to 11, not too bad, but you still got quite a bit of a journey to go for. Light shield still in their sides. Talent, you know, might be able to play around that for the next upcoming one.
That's one timeout, one round after it. We'll see if it's enough to continue all the way through. It's Talon. They still have now more ultimates, still nothing used. The Stingers bought up, one of the few teams in the Pacific to continue to utilize these Stingers when they're just short on economy.
It's a really significant advantage that Talon will have with all these rounds in their bags, but okay. Spam through around mid at least notes that there is the Teo really close.
The most important thing is going to be that they recognize that there were Stingers, so I'm a little surprised that Francis was holding close, just trying to go for that off angle. But it's multiple people here, Domby, good for 1, but it's an immediate trade. There's the Annihilation that eliminates the members. Nongshim, this isn't the fight you thought you wanted. And now a pinch on towards that B site. They're setting up the barrier mesh. Persia, he just needs to hide away. He's been spotted. He's been spotted right there between the smokes. He's holding on with the judge. They want to find him. There's the hops through and the trade for Primi. And Talon looking to try to finish this match just one step closer.
Eagle-eyed.
Margaret still alive. Calls for the Cosmic Divide. Talon just, they just want to get to match point. They don't want to risk anything. Would that Singer buy? I will say that this is a worthy investment. If it secures that match point, keeps you 7 rounds ahead. 7 chances is quite a bit. There's the sonic sensor. They know about it, and there's the gravity well. Jit Boys securing his own destiny there as Talon now reach match point. 1 round away from retaining their top 4 spot in VCT Pacific.
Just so much stability thanks to Jit Boys. I mean, a bit of that, you know, possible read from Nongshim, but unfortunately not the one that they were looking for. And Talon were just able to strike back in full force. At the same time, because it's just a Stinger buy, this is a half buy. Even if they lost a round, Talon can still buy up, but thanks to that, it's free upgrades. Now Governor has Showstopper, Cruz is close to Seekers. This is gonna be hell for Nongshim.
Nongshim wanting to hold close. They don't like the hits that have been coming onto that B site. They rely on their firepower, but now was not the time. He's passed the salvos, a rocket of his own in hand, and B site opened up. Domby is close, but you gotta respect the showstopper. Just gets blasted close range. Make sure no one's right around the corner. There's the barrier mesh. It spots Domby as well, so you know the backup has arrived. And look at Band's position, holding all the way far back. Talon feeling so safe in this post plant. all angles covered. Sonic sensors still alive. Stealth drone, it does get popped. We'll get one ping, but there's the grab. That down B slowed down. He's stuck on it. He wants to get away, but he gets
I'm back,
taken
guys. I'm
down.
sorry. Those
And
noodles were
Premi
kicking
will
my
help
butt.
bring
Talon won.
to yet another top
Hallelujah.
4 position.
Hallelujah.
And couple steps away from Masters
Oh my goodness.
Bangkok.
Those noodles ran
Feeling
right
that
through me.
confidence, right? Feeling that
Oh my
energy.
goodness.
Talon surges forward with that win
But
from
we came
Prime,
back just in
carries it
time to see
over
Talon win.
onto Split.
I had a feeling
Nongshim
Nongshim
tried.
needed to
They had
at least
some
get 5
answers, but
rounds
not
on offense
so
just
far
because
enough
their
that it brings them
team
close
comp
to
was
the
so
end. It
offensive
ends at
sided.
13-5.
But GG's Talon keeps the dream
Southeast
alive.
Asian
Let's
Valorant
go.
isn't dead yet. They're continuing
Let's
onwards,
go.
still hanging
What's next
out
for
at the
them?
top, trying to
Let's see how
bring
quickly VLR updates
international
stuff.
spotlights
GG's.
onto the scene as Talon rise up and continue to
Oh,
soar
VLR
above
isn't
the
that
lower
fast.
bracket.
Ooh,
Still,
we're
though, I mean,
faster than
what a
VLR,
run it
guys.
has been for Nongshim,
We're in the
right? I mean,
future.
a round of
VLR is in the
applause to them
past.
because they have been
Whoa, people
serving
were
us
big
some
on
of the most
Nongshim.
entertaining Valorant so far, especially
Gambling?
with this zombie and, you know,
People
just
on
the
Thunder picks
full
were,
runs
but people on
maps
Rain
like
Belt knew
yesterday.
what was up.
But down to the
I
end of
actually
it
haven't
all,
done
Talon
any gambling whatsoever. I
that
probably,
Talon
it's
capsule.
whatever. My bad, guys.
New
There's
one
just
for
something my eye
2025,
caught.
and just looking happy, relieved, proud.
Gambling
all
on
sorts of mixed
esports,
emotions,
imagine.
but at the end of the day, a
That's how
positive
you go
result
broke
to
for sure.
continue on until
Especially in
next
Valorant's
week. They'll
esports.
have
You
a
can't
couple
predict
days
Valorant
rest
at all.
as they look for one
cannot
extra
predict it
couple
at all.
matches to get to Masters Bangkok. For now,
So
we'll hear
they're
from the
most
winners
likely going to
themselves
be
as they
playing
just wrapped up
against.
this match.
Oh, they're going to be going against the winners of T1 and DRX. I think Nongshim can beat DRX. I like no cap. I think they have a good chance of beating DRX. Even though they did lose to them originally, if they go against them again, I think they'll do pretty well. Yeah, that was a close game on Lotus. They beat them on Pearl, and then Fracture was also looked like. So I think there's a good chance that they have a rematch. Because I'm not the biggest believer of T1. No, I'm not the biggest believer of DRX beating T1. I think T1 is a super team that's actually legitly a super team. I feel like T1 should win grand finals easy. Because, like, who else can, like, realistically stop T1? I mean, I guess Talon was, like, close. Or were they? Were they just good on one map? Okay, I mean, Talon's solid. Talon's solid. But yeah, I think T1 should beat DRX. They should. That means Nongshim is going to have a rematch most likely with DRX.
Our first map is still horrible.
Or am I? No, I'm looking at it wrong.
I think we are
Okay, the winner of this goes to the lower finals. I'm stupid. They go to the lower finals. So they're most likely going to... Okay, so they're playing against the winner of Gen G and DFM. My bad. Sad about Nongshim. They did good. Yeah, they did. They did. Just imagine betting for MIBR versus 100 Thieves in 2023. Yo, if you're one of the few people who had MIBR beating 100 Thieves in 2023, you're a genius. You made so much money. You made so much money. All right, let's see. Let's hear the post-game interview.
That's it. It doesn't really feel much like he's just here to play.
그냥 뭐 특별한 건 없고 일하러 왔으니까 밥값하자라는 마음으로 오늘 경기 임했다고 얘기를 합니다. 그리고 좀 특별했던 게 사실 바인드에서 농심이 조합을 바꿔가지고 왔는데 여기에 대해서 탈론이 컨택 플레이로 잘 응답하는 모습이었거든요. 좀 누구의 콜이었는지도 궁금하네요. Now, this one's for you, Cruz. Nongshim Red Force, they switched their comp up on Bind, right? You guys answer right back immediately with contact play. So whose call was it? Was it yours or was it Frost?
In game, I think it was my call mostly. Like, yeah, but then the game plan was just I just need to read and react to the game.
크루즈 선수가 이제 딱
Okay, WIGL.
사실 그때
WIGL.
이렇게 리액션을 취하고 이렇게 반응하면 좋겠다.
Check the bets for that. They were 10x. Really? Wow. Wow.
사실
That's impressive.
방콕이 또 태국에서 열리잖아요. 좀 마음가짐이 다를 것 같은데 어떤 마음가짐으로 킥오프에 임하고 있는지도 들어보고 싶습니다. And for you, boys, and you too, Cruz. Masters Bangkok is literally in Thailand, right? So what is the mindset for kickoff? I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys really, really, really want to play in front of the home crowd.
Oh, he's a translator too. Okay, that's fair. Cruz, Mr. Do It All.
แล้วก็คิดว่าต้องไปให้ได้ครับเพื่อไป
Mr. Do It All, IGL and translator.
So he feels good that we have a Masters in our own hometown, and
Yeah, Andy's videos are good. Be sure to check out his video on February the 8th. I've been waiting to hear about his thoughts on Marvel Rivals,
홈타운에서 열리는 만큼
especially from their
팬카페
esports scene.
경기를
I feel like Marvel
보고
Rivals
얘기를
esports is
했는데요.
missing some things.
그리고
Honestly,
이어서
Marvel
다음
Rivals in general is
아니면
missing two
DFM을
things.
만나게 될 텐데
Like when I
혹시
play
누구를
Marvel
먼저
Rivals,
보실지
it would make
물어보고
life so much easier if there was a mini
넥사고
map.
either DFM
If
or
there was a mini map and I could
you
see my
want to
teammates'
play.
HP bars, that would make life so
Genji.
much easier
Okay.
for Marvel Rivals. I'm not too sure if Overwatch has a mini map or not, but those type of games
Okay, you wanna meet Genji.
definitely
Alright.
need a mini map and HP bars,
Okay.
bro. It will make
what about
life so
you,
much
Cruz?
better, especially since it's a team-based
일단
game. You can see,
특별
oh,
선수는
this teammate is low, they're over there. I bet, let me help
얘기를
them.
했는데
Oh, this
그런
teammate's
이유에서
overextending, let me
말씀을
overextend with them.
답을 했는데요.
It's crazy to me
크루즈
that a game like that does
선수
not have
그리고
those two
감독님은
things.
또 누가
That is so
올라왔는지
bizarre to
하고
me,
또
man.
사전에
You
얘기가
need a
있는지
mini map and you need to
들어보도록
see your
하겠습니다.
teammates'
Who do
HP
you
bars.
wanna play next and who does Frost
I haven't heard a
next?
single thing about Rivals
Um,
esports. You don't need to.
I think
It's
we
a
wanna play
mess. The game is fun to
we
play,
got smacked last time.
but their esports
Yeah,
is just,
so,
it's a mess,
I
dog.
wanna get back my revenge.
It's like, people like to complain about certain Valorant rounds looking like too much visual clutter.
두드려 맞았기 때문에 복수를 한번 제대로
Marvel Rivals is just
해보겠다고
nothing
얘기를
but
했는데요.
visual
잠깐
clutter
제가 여기서
24/7.
돌발 행동하면서 텍스처 선수
Rivals got about
네.
12k
뭐
concurrent
답할 거 없어요?
on their first
복수해
NA
주겠다는데?
Grand Finals.
열심히
Really?
하도록.
Are you sure that was their first one and not the
So let's
re-one?
try
Because I
their
know they've been
best.
doing a lot of
Okay.
reruns.
Now, thank you guys for the great interview. And
That's interesting.
hope you guys have a good game against Genji or DFM. All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good stuff, good stuff. All right, guys.
이렇게 해서 탈론의 두 선수 만나봤고요. 이어서 농심 레드포스가
Appreciate everyone who stopped by. I'm gonna call it a day. I got some videos to freaking work on. Yeah, I have some videos to work on that I've been procrastinating on. And I also have some groceries to do. But I appreciate everyone who stopped by. You guys are awesome. Remember, always be a KDA warrior. Kill the negativity. Deaf to the excuses in your life. And always assist your fellow man. Till next time, y'all stay safe. And I'll see you guys later.